Hey, good morning, Sasha. You know, when I used to work on my own, doing my own show, it was just me for 2 hours. And you'd always, you kind of relied on phone calls somewhat. So there was two things that I could say to make the lines light up. Oh, boy. Do you know what they are? Uh-huh. I'll tell you, moles is one. Do you know the other? Daylight saving time. Mm-hmm. Or, as I like to say, if you really want calls, you say daylight savings time. Throw an S on there. The English people come out everywhere.
Language, but I have to say I say daylight savings time most of the time.
Oh boy. Well, the lines are ringing right now.
Right.
But it's like everyone has an opinion. So to drive, like when we used to do, Dick Crum and I used to do these little dog and pony shows at the Flower and Patio Show. And it was right in the time when, we weren't following daylight saving time, but it was hotly debated. And so I would always just go off about why do you hate farmers so much? Giving them an extra hour a day for their crops. And then people would start shaking their head, go, yeah, that makes sense. And then until some smarty goes, wait a minute. You don't get an extra hour.
You know what the Indians say? The Indians say only the white man can figure out that you cut a foot off a blanket and sew it on the other end of the blanket and you think you got a longer blanket.
Right.
Yeah, there we are. Do you know why it took us so long to get daylight saving time here?
I do not.
So Speaker of the House John Gregg happened to live on the border. Where was he?
Vincennes.
Vincennes
Well,
area?
he was, what? That's
But it was a
not
little
where he's
town.
from.
It was
Yeah.
But he was right on the border, so they naturally wanted to be on Central Time anyways. And so because the speaker
Sanborn.
Because and the speaker is so powerful, and he would never bring the bill. He would never let the people's representatives vote.
Sasha, it was called.
And then, of course, he became a talk show host here at WIBC.
Yeah, it was called the luck of the longitude, and Indiana just is in the wrong place.
Yeah,
it's in. There's a bill that died again, 1337, to have us on Central Time.
Oh.
Always just stay on Central Time, which is what we will be on, right? Coming up? No. It's so confusing.
Well, there's another bill to do away with daylight saving time, and you're just on it year round.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. It died.
There was an Indiana bill, but there's also a national bill.
Yeah.
I love Arizona because they did what Indiana used to do. They just never changed their clocks and let the world deal with it.
If you're Arizona, you can do that because you're Arizona. Indiana, you just look stupid.
No, you don't.
No,
Well, because
I don't think so.
we need to follow. I mean, for business, the
fine.
East Coast.
Everybody,
We
did
were
your mama not
fine.
say
Okay.
if everybody jumps off the bridge, are you going to jump
Sasha?
off the bridge?
Was it Mitch Daniels that got it through? Who's
Sasha,
Mitch
what was the name of the show? It was the White House. It was all the president.
West Wing?
West
No.
Wing. West Wing did an episode, and they were in Indiana, and no one knew what time it was.
That's not true.
That is absolutely true.
What?
It is absolutely true.
You're talking about the episode.
The episode.
Yeah, people in Indiana know what time it is.
Sure we do.
Tomorrow's the day that we change it. Remember Danny McLaughlin, the only one who ever gone through daylight saving time changes. He was our produder.
He was late to
came in
work.
an hour late.
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
Yeah, I when I studied abroad in college, the time that different countries change their clocks is different than when we do it, obviously. And so it was a week earlier there than what I was expecting.
Oh.
So I woke up and I was in a frantic, I was trying to make my train. I was so late. And then I got to the station and I was an hour early. And I was something's not right here. I thought that I had fallen into a vortex because I was I know that I was rushing, and then I realized that the time had switched and I just didn't know.
Yeah, and it was a lot harder before our phones all changed for us.
What
and
is
stuff
the
like
exact
that.
time of day that we're supposed to do it? There's an exact. Is it tomorrow morning?
2
I think it's 2 a.m.
Yeah. So I set my clock to wake up to
Sure you do.
to change the microwave.
To change the microwave.
So here's the question by a show of hands. Who is in favor of daylight saving time or daylight savings time? Who enjoys
Which is
it?
why we changed the clock, you
Yes,
mean?
who likes that?
I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
I like
the
the
only
extra
one.
hour of sleep.
Only me.
Right. I only like it when we.
Ethan?
You know, I
Ethan,
will
put
say
your hands down.
it shakes things up every once in a while. You know, it makes things exciting.
How about those?
Okay.
How about those moles?
Oh boy.
You guys
Okay.
really don't like
Put
it?
your hand down. You look like a
the
goober.
moles? I love the moles. Are you talking about the
Daylight
moles?
saving time.
Right.
No.
Yeah,
put
the
your
only
hand
time I
down.
like it is when I get the extra hour of sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
all
gonna
right.
fall.
All right. How about a show of hand? Who likes daylight savings time?
Oh,
now
I understand.
Now it's almost like a coupon.
Okay.
I don't want
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Sorry.
You four, you five that are here with me.
Yeah.
Obviously, do not own a garden center.
Obviously.
Because
What's
it
it got
was
to do with the garden center?
more daylight.
At the end of the day?
Yes.
But you're still open the same hours.
Yeah, but it's light. People
Wait.
Pat.
shop till.
This is why it's so confusing.
Hey, Ethan, you
so
remember that?
confusing.
Ethan, you remember that song I told you about that used to be Pat's theme song? Yeah, this is a good time to play it. That daylight saving time is all about Pat.
Well, I'm really disappointed in all of you.
No.
I'm sorry about that.
I mean, I guess it's just because we don't own a garden center.
And Allison, I'm not surprised with Denny because he's an old man.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So
Louder.
that's me.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's right.
I loved him.
That's right. And daylight savings time or saving. So Terry just goes with she wants to be the popular kid. And
No,
That's
I don't.
not.
I've
so-
Where
never
are you
liked
going
this.
with
so
this?
she
never
just raised
liked
her
changing
hand.
the clocks.
Allison, it comes to you. You're a young person. You're hip. You're cool.
Allison,
And you
Don't feel any
are
pressure.
acting like your grandmother Ruth.
Well,
Excuse me, am I not also hip and cool?
I'm getting to you.
well,
You just sit still, young lady.
I work so late anyway that it's going to be dark no matter what.
Yeah.
Because my shift here at the station ends
But it
very
won't
late
be
at night.
as dark.
I tell you what. I'm
you're
gonna vote
trying to
with-
It's still gonna
influence
be
the jury.
dark.
You really
You're-
are.
You're
So
buying
it
off the
doesn't really
jury.
matter to me personally, but
Yeah.
honestly, I don't feel passionate one way or the other. I don't really
you know
care.
what? I think we should. Here's the thing.
Okay.
So this
Just someone tell
started
me
with
what
the
time to be
farmers, right? This
Yeah.
started with the farmers.
Let
so
them figure it out.
What do you want, farmers? What do you want? Because I'll vote with you.
They want the extra hour because it
I don't think-
increases the yield.
It's nonsense. You work later or you work earlier.
No,
the
there's
time
more
and the day-
sunlight.
That,
Now,
you can't be that stupid,
Sasha,
Sullivan.
Okay.
I'm going to give you one last chance here,
Oh, okay.
so you can be, a progressive
Oh, Lord, don't
city
use
and
that word.
state, and line up with the business district in New York,
Mm-hmm.
or you can be just, we can't change your clocks.
Yeah, I mean,
What are you gonna
progressive
be?
is the third word that's going to get the phone lines ringing.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I didn't mean progressive in that way.
Right.
Sasha, you got to vote now.
I personally don't really see its purpose anymore.
All right, thanks, Sasha.
There you go. There you go.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Power tools. Power tools. Yeah, you just
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Pat Sullivan. It is 9:14, or tomorrow it'll be 10:14.
You know, my initials are DS. Daylight saving. Those are my initials, DS. Oh, sorry, buddy.
It's really disappointing, all of you.
No, it's not. Look, statistics, and we like statistics, right? Statistics tell us that we have more heart attacks, we have more other things, and traffic, more accidents. People really become unhealthy, and it really messes up dogs and cats.
Oh,
And
it does
animals,
not mess up.
and-
now the chipmunks, yes, but dogs and cats,
Dogs and cats, it's a wreck.
it is not.
This is just a
You're
wreck.
just okay. Do you remember when Dave Wilson, who did afternoons here at WIBC, he had a guy came on, an expert from the Half Past Society, and their deal.
There are some time zones way over near Samoa that it's like 12:30 is
that we
they do the half
we
hour.
only move our clocks 30 minutes.
That's in
and this
Samoa.
guy was so good, and it was just a comedian that played this role, but people were calling in. It's like it was crazy, but he was so convincing with all the stats and medical thing that it was better for all of us to just move our clocks 30 minutes. Yeah.
Only Sullivan.
Of course, that was followed in a couple months by the guy that wanted to. The plan was to make Monument Circle and all the smoke streets a field.
That was such a fun bit. Oh my gosh, were those funny?
It was all going to be like it was no traffic. It's just going to be grass. You know.
Wish we could find that guy to do something for us. He was so funny. It was fun. Yeah. Loved it. So maybe we just protest him, and maybe I, taking a stand, won't change my time. So, Denny, you come on in the regular time in the morning, and I'm staying on my time.
I'll be an hour late.
It's my protest.
All right.
I'm not changing my clock.
Your clock's going to change itself. That's the problem. It's hard to protest.
No. Not all the clocks change themselves. Now, your Apple Watch will change itself.
Oh, are there others?
And your phone.
Your phone.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Your phone and your computer, probably.
Those will all change.
So you're really down to the microwave and
the
oven.
grandfather clock at the end of the hall is not going to change.
Yeah, it's always wrong.
I don't think the
anyways.
one on the oven would change at all.
No, you have to change it.
Yeah.
How do you explain this to your grandchildren, Pat? Americans are stupid. We change
I
our clocks.
like it. I like the.
You can't like this, Pat.
I love it.
I don't think it's stupid. People are trying their best.
I love it.
Okay. I don't love it.
I
can be flipped either way at any time.
You sure can.
Whoa.
I have no passion about this.
And part of it, because I'm
Really?
not.
So far, it's been no one.
We're in retail, so it's like
Are you in retail? Really?
Yeah, I'm in retail. So when I get home at
thought you were in the
7 or
entertainment
8,
business.
it's kind of nice for it to be light, and I can go out and cut the grass.
Oh, you don't cut the grass.
That's right.
Minute.
I haven't cut the grass since I was in my 20s.
Oh, Lord. Ethan's having a heart attack over here.
What's wrong now? It's 17 after. What did you turn? Have you like?
Do you realize
I'm
you're
just
the
trying to
only
keep us,
show
I was
host that
trying
can
to
get
us
away with
on
this?
track,
Yeah.
off to a hot start.
I like to put you in the dumper right away.
After that 10-minute crosstalk segment, I think you've done it.
It was great.
It was
I think
Topical. It was very topical.
It was topical.
It's topical, and right now,
Right.
if we were smart, we would just play music till 1. Get the hell out of here.
Wouldn't
because.
that be nice?
All right, we got.
Oh wait.
No,
Should we take one call on daylight saving time? Maybe just one.
Yeah, let's do. I want to. Let's see what they're voting
Okay,
for.
I bet
I think
it's
they're going
Jeff.
to be voting with me.
bet it's
Obviously,
Jeff.
it is Jeff. Jeff, good morning.
Hey, good morning to all. I'm trying to remember back in high school that we did a study on it, and if I'm not mistaken, and Denny may know the answer right away without looking it up.
Probably.
I thought it originated in Germany, and it had something to do with saving fuel in 1916, because then the Americans took it over, or we decided to do it in like a couple of years after that. Am I correct on that, Denny?
I thought it was Benjamin Franklin that came up with it in the Poor Richard's Almanac. Now, whether they did it after that, I don't know, but I think it was Benjamin Franklin that came up with the original.
That's weird because I grew up and they said it was Ravenswood on the north side down on the White River where the White River Yacht
Right?
Club is.
Oh, Lord.
They did it,
I thought that they're the ones that started the whole thing.
and I really thought it was farmers from Indiana.
No.
So
I'm kind of with Sasha on this, and that is that now that the phones can do it, and I believe you said it, Pat, now that the phones can do it and everything, I don't really feel the effect as much as when I had.
Oh,
So
but
I'm going
Jeff, it
to
takes me a couple
you.
weeks to get
I'm
my
going to
body
put you
clock
down
on.
as you enjoy it. Okay, thanks.
well, he didn't even answer.
Oh well, we had to go.
Got to hit that break.
I'll get him on the other side.
Hey, Pat,
Yeah.
who sponsors the show?
Well, I do. And then, the Michaelis Corporation.
Michaelis
Water,
Corpor-
storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Should we just throw it all out on the table right now?
What are you up
Do you
to,
want to
Sullivan?
should we just get it all out?
What is
I think
it?
so.
You mean in some sort of argument?
What is it with Easter moving around? Easter
Oh,
is so
man.
late this year.
I know it. What is the date?
like the 20th or 21st.
It's in April.
Late.
It is Sunday, April 20th.
20th.
I mean, at that point, it's Mother's Day.
That's
Well,
wait a minute.
Almost.
Wait a minute. Isn't that pot day?
Oh,
420?
that's 420. It's on National Pot Day.
It is, Patrick. Wow, look at you being hip.
Funny. You always remember that.
Wow. You know what?
Sunday church is going to be
You know what?
fun.
The burning that incense is going to be completely different this year.
Well, did
Wow,
Lynch,
I didn't even put that together.
I can
So
see
did
those
Lynch
little
come-
old ladies in the front row getting their contact
Yeah,
high.
let's
that'd be
sit
funny.
up front.
Oh, let's get that.
Hey, Father, swing that thing my way.
did Lynch come early? I felt like Lynch
don't
came
know.
early.
No, Lent has to
So,
come late
okay.
if Easter comes late.
Well, I would
So-
think so, but it feels like Lynch
know-
is usually like right around like, well, I guess March Madness.
I'm
so
a
it is, right?
church-going Christian, but I just do this to irritate people. But if the Christian church would like, Easter to catch on, you need to pick a date. Take a page out of the playbook of Christmas.
You've been saying this
or
for so many
Thanksgiving.
years.
It's like,
Monsignor's going to text you 3, 2, 1.
So-
Check your phone.
yeah, and I know it's based on biblical. It's,
Wow.
what?
Wow.
That's the final
But-
exam for priesthood.
but
is
I think-
how is Easter calculated?
I don't know.
calculated
I'm
based on the
Catholic,
lunar
all right?
cycle.
I don't know.
That's right.
But now that I know that Easter and National Pot Day 420 is the same, I think it brings a whole new celebration.
A new perspective
Yeah.
for sure.
a whole new celebration.
And I would like to tell her I have never smoked pot in my life. So in case you're
But-
wondering if I'm
But this year could be the year.
this could be the year.
Could be the year.
Because obviously
He has risen.
and
Maybe just a
he is
bunny
risen
gummy
and
for you.
obviously
And
I'm
so is Pat.
we're celebrating and I'm having the
Lord.
blessing of the church.
Wow.
Oh
You always
my
wonder
gosh.
what do they put in the incense thing and the fumatory thing. What are they putting in there?
Deet.
I think just dry
Jeez.
manure from over there by the rectory.
See, I can pull this off, but a good Catholic, you better just shut up because Monsignor's going to take you to task.
He's probably not up yet. All right, 239-9393. What else did we have? Do you want to take some calls here?
Well, that's what the show's all about.
No, the show is all about me.
That's
Well, I
true.
guess that's right.
I was kidding. everyone.
Take a call.
Okay, hi, Steve.
Hi, Pat. And you are correct. The show is all about you. First of all, I think in 2 weeks you can talk about single-class basketball, and that'll get the phones to light up.
Oh, that's another
oh my
one.
gosh, Steve.
Why did we forget
Woo,
that?
That's a
Wow.
good one.
That's really good.
That's a good one. I miss it.
My question is about Sullivan Hardware.
Oh, no, not that.
I saw a video because, first of all, the videos that Sullivan Hardwares have are just the most amazing. And I saw a video where you were driving a forklift in the store moving the cash register. Did you guys rearrange the store there, Pat?
We did. We actually have a new cash wrap so that it takes the congestion, because sometimes people walk in the store and they see other people and they have a panic attack. So this way it's a little softer when you go in, a little more space. And you know what? And it gives us like a, 60-foot run of putting like candy bars in front of you so you grab something.
I always feel sorry for the cashiers because they're right there and those doors open
Yeah.
in the wintertime. That's a cold job.
Yeah, so it's all moved now. We took out, we ripped out 2 bathrooms. So if you're coming, you may want to go before you get here. So
the only bathrooms now are the ones by Sully's Grill?
yes.
But
Okay,
there's,
that's
there's
probably
6
the
of
most
those bad boys, and there's
There's 5. There's 5 private restrooms.
and there's the 6th one that's not.
I mean,
private.
it is quite honestly, it's a shoplifter's heaven. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I know what you're saying there, Pat. Well, thanks for the update
Yeah.
on Sullivan Hardware, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody next Saturday for
Next
the kickoff
Saturday.
of spring in Indianapolis.
That's right. Next Saturday is not Easter, but it is Father Glenn's St. Patty's Day party.
That ought to be fun.
Big fundraiser.
And
It is.
big fundraiser for the Seeds of Hope, which is a small, what do you call that?
well, it's
Nonprofit.
It's a nonprofit that helps women with addiction.
with addiction and domestic violence as well, right?
Yep.
Lots of issues. that
lots
they
of
need.
issues.
And Pat, I got a question about parking for
Yep.
for that.
Yep.
Are you able just to like now park on Keystone and
Yes.
pretend you're a DoorDash driver? Put
yeah.
your flashers
Did you
on.
have to go that way?
Absolutely. There's no, you know what? There's no need on Saturdays. There's no need for 6 lanes on Keystone. So I'll get some cones and we'll just cone it off. And I'll get a flagger out there and nobody will know any different.
Hey, Steve, we ask you every week, Steve's in security of many things, but are we still safe, Steve?
We are still safe, Denny, and just remember, see something, say something.
Yes, sir.
And hey, thanks for the update on the hardware store, and look forward to seeing you all next week.
Thank you, Steve. Check's in the mail. It's a little,
I just got
little
it.
joke.
I got
Little
it. I'm
payola.
laughing.
That would be like breaking like
Yeah.
the payola thing.
It would.
I have a shirt that says Pat's Laugh Track. That's me.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
Anybody
in the
else on the
weeds,
phones?
we got lots of choices for In the Weeds this week, folks. We've got
Well, Mike joins us on on the program. Tell everyone about that the thing where you can watch.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you go to YouTube, we're streaming live, and we have a camera on all of us today, which everyone's very excited
Yes.
about.
Ethan,
yeah,
you have a
see-
camera too?
No, one of our cameras is down, so we're improving here. But yeah, go to YouTube, WIBC, and you can see all of us, and then you can jump in the chat and talk to everybody and
Everybody wave.
ask your questions. And yeah, it's a thing now.
We're just some
influencers.
We're a 2-camera radio station. So when one goes down, we're down to 1.
We're down to 1.
And so that
And
would
here
be
we are.
like on some shows it would just
I'm
be
just
Rob
about to go on,
Kendall.
Hush.
Hey Mike.
Oh,
he's just about to
Hi.
go
Well,
on.
I'm glad. Thanks. Mike reminded me that I had put him on the air. Hi Mike.
Cubmaster Mike here. It's time for the food drive. Cub Scouts hosting the food drive to benefit St. Christopher's Food Pantry. So if you're listening to my voice, go to your pantry right now, grab a bag, throw in some canned goods and some pasta, and bring it on over to St. Chris at 16th and Lyndhurst.
check the expiration dates before you put that stuff in
Oh,
a bag.
come on, Terry.
No, I'm not kidding you. I've
Yeah.
worked at
That's the
some of
Cub
these food
Scouts. That's their
drives.
responsibility.
People
Mike,
put it-
tell
That's
everybody
just
that you're going to go through
suggested
that.
date.
Listen, please. I've worked at some of these before, and I see the expired cans that come in.
Mike's a
That's
math
a lot.
teacher.
Appreciate your thought.
Mike, you're going to check all the expiration dates, right?
Yes, we will check the expiration
See?
dates. Absolutely, nothing will get in that isn't supposed to.
So then, Mike, tell us about the food pantry and when it's open for families in need.
I believe it's on Tuesday mornings at 10, and Phyllis runs that food pantry, and she does a wonderful job.
And it's obviously, Mike, that you're only on the supply side in the warehouse because you really don't know what's going on up front. I could tell with
He's just getting the cans.
That's
You're
okay.
right
You know
about
what?
that.
You're a team member. You're a team member helping out your neighbors. And
you get double duty because you're helping out the community when you donate. But today you're also going to help the Scouts learn about community service.
Oh, beautiful.
well, that is great. So that's goes until when? Till when?
From 10 to 1 today.
10 to 1.
So like I said, go
St.
pack a bag
Christopher's.
with goods in it and bring it on over to St. Chris. We'll be in the parking lot behind the church. It's actually the parking lot's on 15th Street. So bring it there, and the Scouts will unload. You don't even have to get out of your car.
So,
And we'll have a good time.
Mike, let me ask another question. So who is the, I hope this is not another one where you're not going to know, who's the pastor at St. Chris right now?
The pastor at St. Chris right now is Father Paul.
Father Paul. Is there a way
He
if
doesn't sound
people
sure.
would bring, say, 30 cans, would Father Paul punch their mass card for tomorrow?
The obligatory sin can
Huh? What do you
happen.
think? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't see why not.
Go knock on his door. Get back to us. All right.
Okay.
See you, Mike.
Being a Cub master is one of the hardest jobs in the world. You get, first of all, they're anywhere from 8 to 10 years old, and they are just wired, flat out wired.
You know what's the worst thing? We talked about it last. Do we have to break already?
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay.
You can tell us when we come back. It'd be great. Something's kind of on edge waiting for you to tell
What
this
was I
next
saying?
story.
I was going to
yeah.
go into the expensive popcorn again, but we already,
we've
already
heard
beat
that.
that dead horse
Right.
last week. All right. More of your calls, 239-9393. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time once again for that segment that you can't get enough of, that you can't get away from. It's In the Weeds with Denny Smith.
All right,
But
Pat.
first,
what?
before we do that,
That's
we're going to
fine.
talk to Jason. Hi, Jason.
Hey, guys. How are you?
We're doing well.
Another day in paradise with Pat Sullivan.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Allison is correct. So great job, Allison. The Easter holiday is mandated by the lunar cycle, which is the first Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Don't even understand why they would do it that way. I agree. Sounds kind of paganistic if you ask me, but anyway.
I mean, they're just
really
making
does.
someone's just making stuff up.
No.
Yeah, you're right. No, but that's how it's calculated. That's why it's so different every year.
Yeah.
So,
Father Jason, where is your parish?
Grace Church in Noblesville, Indiana.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but
Good
I
people.
think from your voice I can tell that you agree with me that Easter needs to, pick a date and stick with it.
Yeah, I agree. Pick a date and stay with it, guys. Let's not confuse everybody every year.
Third
I know only the experts really know
of
what it-
March or whatever.
Yeah. Hey, you know who doesn't appreciate Easter or even care about it?
Who's that?
Ants. Yeah, and
Ants?
so guess what? They don't care when holidays are or what time daylight savings time is. They're about to start coming out. So if you guys want to prepare your homes to not have as many ants, nearly as many ants, go ahead and pull all of the debris that the winter winds blow.
I love this.
Sometimes you get
He's
some
transitioning right into a spot.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pull all that stuff away from your house. Any sticks, twigs, old leaves that have just been sitting there since the fall.
Yeah.
Pull it all away because
Father, you're holding up in the weeds.
Hold on, though.
let it
Wait a
finish.
minute. I want to get to the point where you find the body.
whoa, I don't know anything about a body.
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to say.
Okay. Yeah. That's what everybody says, Jason.
Right. Okay.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah.
See ya.
That's a lot of good tips in
Hey, that was good.
Wow.
Thanks,
That
Jason.
was good.
Very smooth.
Went right
Back
from
to
Grace
in the
Church,
weeds.
Yeah.
Easter to ants.
All right,
Yeah,
so we've
and
got
it's
some
good.
choices
Really
here.
good.
Ladies,
Okay,
gentlemen,
here we
we've
go.
got, okay, this is what you get to choose from.
Okay.
The 10
You're
most
getting
important
antsy.
homeowner checks post-winter, Garden Bounty, which is more nutritious, or Cosmic Shifts, understanding the changing times.
This is what we
you
did
need to
last
get rid of
week.
this cosmic shift thing. It's like it's
Just
going
pick
nowhere.
one.
Should we
All
just
right,
do the
10
sausage?
Should we get
10
it out of the
most
way?
important
Let's get
homeowner
out of
checks.
Let's get out of the way.
Just
Wait
get
a
it
minute.
out
What
of the
was
way.
the first one, Denny?
The 10 most important homeowner checks
I think
post-winter.
that's a good one.
No.
Oh.
I mean, it's good,
It's kinda
but this cosmic shift is not going to go away
But
until we pick it.
I have to listen to Terry. Terry's my partner.
Or maybe should we see how long it takes us?
Yeah, which one's longer?
Probably the Cosmic Shift.
All right, let's go home.
10 things for the homeowners.
See?
Thanks, Allison.
Knew.
All right, the most important things. It's kind of funny. Pat just gave you a mea culpa about checking your gutters. Pat, the number one thing is inspect the roof and gutters after winter. Did you know that?
I'm sorry? Yeah.
Checking your gutters.
I get
right?
the feeling you guys are not taking this in the weeds
Yeah,
segment
we're doing
very
it. We're paying
segment.
attention. Go ahead, Denny. Go ahead.
All right.
Sasha brought us Easter egg cookies.
They're so good.
They are good.
You know it. She got them at Whole
Number
Foods.
2 for you stalwart listeners who really do care. Number 2 is checking the HVAC system. It's just gone through the winter. We're coming into some milder times, and it's a good time to do your cleaning checks.
I generally take the motor out.
You take the motor out.
Yep.
Do you?
Yeah, I take it off,
When do you have time to do
take a
something
power
like that?
washer.
Pat,
It's a
you're
big
just
project.
not taking this
Wash it
seriously.
down.
This is important stuff. This
I know.
is
Go ahead.
in
Number
the
3.
weeds.
Number
Yeah.
3.
It's inspect and seal the windows and doors. The windows and doors have dried out during the wintertime because of lack of humidity. And that's normally the time when the seals are compromised. So take a good look at all your seals on your windows and doors.
Are you talking about like the thermal panes?
No. The seals, the weather stripping.
You do that in the fall. I would put that off.
Listen, this is expert advice, mister. You're not taking this serious. All right, so a couple more things, and I'll get onto it because
we want all 10.
You want all 10.
Yes.
All right. You're going to test your outdoor faucets and sprinklers. That's really important. You're going to service your lawn equipment. Before they get busy, go out there and take your lawnmower. If you can't start it, take it in and get it serviced right now.
What's Cosmic Shifts look like?
Cosmic Shifts is really important stuff, Pat. We're talking about the Kali Yuga.
Okay.
The Kali Yuga.
So can I go back to number 6 there about testing your outdoor
faucets and sprinklers?
So should you be down in the you're looking if it froze,
it takes two people. Yeah.
Because you want to see if it's leaking inside or in the crawl space.
And the way you do that is you put a hose on with a nozzle that is in the off position. You turn on it so it pressurizes the hose, and then somebody downstairs will say, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off.
Hey, when can we turn that back on? When can we start that back again?
You could probably turn it on now. I was just going to ask the question, when should people take down their snow stakes? The boys basketball has started for the finals. Mm-hmm. Is it okay to take down snow stakes? We're not going to get any more snow?
That doesn't happen anymore during the boys' tournament since they went to class basketball.
I don't know. There's some word out there that the 14th and 15th, we're going to have some weather.
Father Jason hit number 6 right on. Refresh your landscaping. This is a good time to pull away the mulch and the leaves and everything because that's where the ants are going to be coming through. Clean your windows and screens before we're going to be using them in the spring. Power wash the exterior if you really want to get rid of mold and mildew. This is the best time to catch it before it takes off. And then deep clean the interior, which that sucks.
Okay, that first of all, that's like
Spring
a month's
cleaning.
Worth of stuff to do.
I don't do all that in a whole year for my house.
It's just the priority of the 10 most.
You said it was
things.
like a checklist.
It's a check. 10 most important things.
That's not a checklist.
The number
that's
one
a
most
job
important
list.
thing. No,
You're right, Ethan.
It's a job description.
Well, I mean, you're a homeowner. You have
you
to be
could have
responsible. You got to
taken
take
Garden
care of it.
Bounty, which is more nutritious.
I was okay with
liked it.
check the seals, but you didn't say replace the seals.
Listen,
you just said check them.
Next week we're doing Cosmic Zodiac. That's all I'm going to say. I've taken enough abuse from you people.
That was good, Denny.
I thought it was very
Don't patronize
informative.
Me, Allison Lemons.
I thought it came from Home and Garden magazine. Charlie joins us on the program. Hi, Charlie.
Well, good morning. And I've got to say, Denny, I'm ashamed of you.
I am too.
Whoa.
Daylight savings time? Did you not ever coach anything? Baseball, maybe?
Yeah.
I was a Boy Scout leader.
He was a Boy Scout. And they like.
I was an assistant coach on a baseball team.
They like being in the woods in the dark.
Okay. So I coached baseball at Carmel Dad's Club, and when I was coaching, I wanted it to change time since I had the more sunlight in the evening.
That's right. That's right.
And then we had an extra hour of practice. It was just a given. That's the best reason. It's for the kids.
That's a pretty lame reason, son. At least Jason, Father Jason came up with a better idea.
It's for the kids.
For the children.
For the children.
All right, Charlie.
Come on, Denny. Get in line.
Come on, Denny.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, Charlie.
The Daily Doormat by Denny Smith. I'm telling you what.
Hey, we got a break. Yeah. We're coming right.
You're telling me.
I had no idea. I've completely lost the clock today.
Yeah, when you started answering the phones again, I was like, oh, gotta go.
Hey, we're coming right back with more of your calls. One more reason to feel old, Sasha.
Okay.
So we were moving our checkout counters, which is big news on the north side. And we were, so we had to move phones and the data lines, and one of the phones was having trouble. So one of the cashiers, adult cashiers, said to one of the kids, say, check for a dial tone on that. Mm-hmm. No idea.
Okay.
No idea what a dial tone was.
Yeah, I used to teach middle school and work with middle schoolers, and it was a similar thing where I would say stuff sometimes and they would just look at me and be like, what are you talking about?
Dial tone, because the only time they pick up the phone is when it's ringing, so they don't hear a dial tone and there's a person calling the store.
Yep.
So it's just dial tone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to add that to my list, with low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
No idea what that means.
I remember one time I showed my kids a picture of a floppy disk and I was just like, what is it? And they were like, a misshapen CD. I was like, well, no.
Only gets worse. Thank you, Sasha.
No problem.
Wow. Ethan's right on that one.
Ethan, we're trying to start the show, son.
I did my cue, buddy.
There we go.
Jeez.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools.
Hey, good morning. Welcome. Hour number 2 of Saturday's Home and Garden program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. If you're watching on YouTube, you will see some new faces, and we have the Smiths. Denny, would you like to talk about your cousins?
A few years ago, I got to do my first on-air, I don't know, we were out at the home show for the St. Margaret's Guild, and I met this lovely lady. Turns out that she's married to my cousin, Dwayne. Now, I always teased Dwayne Smith that the only reason he got named Dwayne is because Doofus was already taken. But this is my cousin, and this is my cousin-in-law, Cheryl Smith, and she tells us all about the St. Margaret's Guild, which is coming up. Is it in April now, Cheryl?
It is. It's actually 2 days after Easter. You guys were talking about Easter on the 20th,
yeah.
and then it starts the Tuesday following, so it's 45 days.
Easter and National Marijuana Day on the same day. Ought to be a great Sunday.
And it goes all the way to Mother's Day weekend, is that right?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
The big run-up, we've got the foot
Talk
race.
about Christ is risen. Wow.
We've got the foot race. But let's start off where it
go ahead.
is. It's on North Pennsylvania this year.
It is. It's a great house. It's kind of French Normandy architecture. It looks
Je
like a
voudrais
castle.
une bière, s'il vous plaît.
Oui, oui, oui.
That's all I know.
Well, you said I want a beer, and she says I got a wee, wee, wee. So, wait, I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's
All
on
I know.
North Pennsylvania. It's a big house, 7,000 square foot.
It is. It's great.
What's
and it has.
like what 100 block? I know you don't want to give away the.
Oh, no, we can tell. It's
Oh.
5676. Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is kind of working right into my store there. Huh.
Uh-huh.
Pretty close.
This could work
It
out
is.
really well.
You know, you could be one of the sponsors. They've got Priority Painting, Ferguson Lighting, Delta, Brizio, and California Closets, not to mention National Bank of Indianapolis. So you
And
could
you
you
know
could put
that-
Sullivan Hardware in there.
The outdoor space is amazing. So you're going to want to enjoy that, Pat. You're
Yeah.
gonna like it.
Well, I believe that we're involved.
We are involved.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be there with us on the opening
Well,
Saturday.
but we're also David Strohmeyer is doing
That's
something,
right.
and then Jenny from our Keystone location
Last
is
year.
doing the pots
yes.
in the
yes.
whole Kittles area or something.
Last year's show,
So
David did that
appreciative.
greenhouse, and it was phenomenal. And literally a greenhouse rotting off its foundation, and he really turned it around. But
Such a
it's a
transformation.
5-bedroom, 5-bath house. It's a 2-story. The thing that I have read about it, and it sounds kind of chocolate. It's a dark and moody house, Pat. You talk about the paint of the year, dark browns. I mean, this is crazy.
It has
Really?
so many great windows, and most of them are like the tall, skinny ones like you think of in a castle. So there's tons of light. So the chocolate brown plays well, but also what I love, color drenching. That's a new term. And so that's where you paint the ceiling and the walls and the trim all in the same color. That's
Really?
another trend you'll see. Mhm.
Wow.
Color drenching.
Color drenching.
I got to write that down and throw that out.
There's turrets. There's a purple turret bathroom.
Whoa. The
mean-
turrets go on the roof.
Turrets go on the roof, but they also go around the house. You've got to see this to believe it. And the funniest thing, in the purple turret bathroom, they were taking up the tile because they were going to put new tile down.
And they found the body.
Guess what? No, better than that. Guess what color tile they found?
Brown tile.
Green.
Purple, you guys.
Oh,
Go-
purple turret. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the I missed the cue.
Purple turret. So there's all sorts of interesting things in the living room. The second story, there is a balcony. And when this house was first built, they had a string quartet that would play for parties in the balcony.
Really?
So I think you guys are going to need to
Wow.
grab your violins, and I want you in the balcony.
If I bring the banjo, can I play?
I
There you
mean,
go.
that's I can picture it perfectly. The scene from, the show, You know, the...
Oh, you're really
does
good.
your brain?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Does your brain go?
All the time.
All the time. Anyway, tickets are $35 in advance. Showhouseindy.org. You can do $40 at the door. Grab 10 friends and buy a bundle. You save $50, Pat. This is really a neat house.
It is great, and it's for a great cause.
Yeah. Is it still for mental health?
It is. We have worked with
Sound of Music. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Sound of Music.
When the kids are going to bed.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. There you go. That's it.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen
to you, and you, and you, and you, and you.
We could be in there. Could be in there. Sorry,
I think
Cheryl.
you'll be inspired when you get in there to sing just like that from the balcony. I can't wait.
I'll do it.
All right, so Lynn Smiley, who is the decorator chair, this year, how many designers and landscapers, because these are the creme de la creme of Indianapolis. These are really neat people that donate their time, their talents. How many you got?
We appreciate them so much. We have 20 designers this year. We have 5 of that group. There's 5 new designers and 1 new landscaper. So we love to kind of mix it up a little bit. And we have so many designers that we're incredibly appreciative. You're right. It's a labor of time, energy. We really appreciate them because all the proceeds from this go to benefit Eskenazi for the professional training center. So yes, we appreciate all the designers.
What a perfect location, too.
It is.
Because
right by your store.
Well, no, I'm saying because Penn is a little less traveled than Meridian Street. Right. People, sometimes they don't like to do shuttles.
Right.
And stuff like that.
The shuttle last year was a little bit of a pain, but that's in hindsight, and now they can park on both sides of Pennsylvania.
And you'll be walking down the street. The birds will be singing.
Yes.
It's going to be beautiful. Yep, plenty of parking. We're going to have a marketplace for shopping. There'll be some flowers for sale. You can grab lunch, a little light lunch and snacks. Now, if you really want to be in on the in crowd, what are you doing on April 17th? Because if you want to
I'll be getting ready for 420.
It's true.
That's when his shipment comes in.
That's right.
All right, what's on 417?
So if you want to come see the designers in their room, it's a special sneak peek. All the designers will be in the room, so you can talk with them, you can chat with them. You can say, my goodness, this chocolate brown is beautiful. What made you choose it? And there's some sips and snacks. Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
So how much is that?
It's on our website.
It's on your website.
It's on the website.
She can't say I don't know. It's on the website. We want you to go to the website.
That's right.
Showhouseindy.org. You can get your ticket.
Showhouseindy.org.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it starts on
Tuesday. It starts on Tuesday. We're doing something
22nd.
new this
That is
year.
weird.
Yeah. We are doing something different this year just to mix it up a little bit during the week. And we know a lot
Sounds
of
like a screwed up calendar hit you.
Well, you were talking about the calendar before, so this is just a continuation. That was a great segue.
Now, you
for
also
us.
have the Dash By race, which is really, that's on the 12th, Pat. That's a little bit before the show.
And that's just for the designers?
No.
Yeah, they're
Chase
chasing.
your favorite designer down the street. No. You bring your family.
And if you catch them, you get to take them home.
You're amazing. You know that. Anyway, it's April 12th, starts at 9 o'clock. It's $30 to $40. 1 mile is, the 5K is $30, $40 if you show up there. 1 mile is $25 if you sign up then, or $40 at the door. But that's brought to you by Stockyards Bank and Trust. You got some great sponsors here.
We so appreciate our sponsors. We could not do it without the sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, all the designers that donate their time.
And all your
the ladies of the
volunteers.
Guild. Yes.
Yeah, and that outdoor space pass is by David Strohmeyer. It'll be interesting to see. Now, what is this Viking green stove? What in the world is that all about?
You guys, it is so amazing. I saw a color sample and it is just unbelievable. I tried to find the exact name and I hope if the designer can correct me, it looks like a forest green. That was not a choice on the Viking website. So there was martini green and sage, but it's a gorgeous color of green.
In the kitchen.
Yes, in the kitchen.
And it's not stainless steel or white.
No.
I mean, we all grew up with avocado appliances.
And it's darker than that, but yes.
Yeah.
Or Harvest Gold or Copper Tone. Yes. Remember Copper Tone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Well, Cheryl, thanks for coming in. Thanks for bringing in Dwayne, too. I only get to see him at the family reunions. He's usually hammered.
Yes,
sitting over there with Gus.
It's looking good, though. I mean, it's very exciting. It's kind of just another sign of spring.
It is. And it's been a tradition for 64 years. We're the country's longest running show house, and we so appreciate the support from you guys. This all goes back to benefit Eskenazi and their professional training center, and we just really
You have
appreciate
given millions and millions and millions of dollars to that, and it's consistent over the years, and it really does make a difference for Central Indiana.
Yeah,
you know, I knew nothing about the show home, but I happened to date and marry this girl that lived at 5111 Pennsylvania Street.
Oh, my gosh.
And we would go at the time. I think I've told you before. It used to be the sneak peek.
Yes.
So, you do that occasionally, but not very often.
Yeah, depends on the
and you'd go before the decorators start working, so then you can go back and see the work.
Before and after.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You guys need to come to that next year. I'll get. That's usually January or February. You guys need to come to that.
Well, thanks for coming in. It's always good to see you. We might want to get you in one more time. We might do that one by phone, but I really appreciate your willingness to come downtown. Of course, Dwayne, he hadn't been anything but
He didn't have a
state fair
choice.
for 6 years.
I got a great chauffeur. We always love hanging out with you guys. We appreciate the support. It really means so much.
Well, we're excited about it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Can't wait to see you soon.
Yeah, we will see you soon.
And what was that website again? Showhouse.org. And then you can find the answers to the questions that you didn't know. And then maybe you could go on the website later.
Cheryl, she's always so prepared.
Jot a few of those things down.
Can't believe she let us down, Pat.
239-9393. We're coming back with your calls. 93 WIBC. And they were at the city market.
Pretty cool.
Did she say all that?
It's got a great history.
Did Cheryl say all that?
I don't think she did, but the Kaido family has been in fresh vegetables and fruits for as long as I can remember. And I remember going down to the city market to get fresh stuff.
So I text Monsignor Shadle about this Easter sharing on 420 National Pot Day.
Just to see if he's concerned.
Yeah, I said with Easter being on 420, which is National Pot Day, how will that affect Easter Mass and the incense?
Uh-oh.
He said more than usual to cover the odor. Many churches will smell like a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Wow, that's kind of funny.
Right. It's right from the Vatican.
Oh, it's from the Vatican.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
That's right.
Okay.
You're not going to want to miss Easter Mass this year.
That's what they're going with. That's their tagline.
This is how you have to get people to go back to church.
Honestly, this could be the year.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I didn't think you wanted people to come back to church because of creasters, I think is what you call them.
You get
don't
so
want
mad
new
when
people
people sit
coming
in your
in. You get
seat,
so
Pat.
mad.
Creasters are a problem.
You've been honestly complaining about it for as long as I've known you. You're very anti.
We welcome everyone to our church on Christmas and on Easter. Just don't sit in our seats.
Well, and how do you know if you're just coming back for Easter, then how do you know that that's the Sullivan section?
Well, you ask.
Who do you ask?
If you're anyone. So I think you just don't. Here, this would be better.
Is your name on the back of the pew?
Stand in the back until the regulars are seated, and then fill in.
That doesn't seem very.
Wow,
very
that doesn't sound like Jesus at all.
Jesus would
That's
like
very
that.
welcoming.
No,
wow.
I don't think it is.
Come as you are, just don't sit in my seat.
Yeah.
Is somebody on the phone?
Angelo's on the phone.
Oh, poorest conservative in Hamilton County.
Hey, Angelo.
Hey, post conservative in Carmel.
Carmel, sorry.
Yeah. Anyhow, I got two items for you. Number one, why is the Orthodox Easter after the normal Easter sometime? It's because we can get our candy and Easter eggs cheaper.
Oh,
wow.
Very good.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
You know what? That's like the Russian
Orthodox
Christmas celebration, because we always save trees for the free Christmas trees for the Russians.
Angelo, I used to have an
true.
Eastern Orthodox priest who worked for me as a plumber. He was a journeyman plumber, and he would always cover our Christmas because it wasn't his Christmas, and he took care of all the emergency service.
Vodka's cheaper after Christmas.
Oh, Pat.
So I got one more thing for you. Are you old enough to remember when Indiana only changed time zones? They didn't change the clocks.
Yes.
Okay.
That was like
I didn't
Arizona.
know-
We
they
talked about-
changed the
They
time
changed time
zone
zone.
every year?
Yes. We went from Eastern to Central.
Yeah.
because we didn't change our clocks. We didn't spring forward or fall back
When was that? How long ago?
before Mitch Daniels.
Good question.
Okay, I do remember that, then, don't I?
Jeez.
Besides the change of the time, that's so that it doesn't mess up the cows laying eggs and
Exactly.
the chickens having milk.
That's right. I'm telling you.
Well played there, Angelo.
I'm thinking this half-past society, we spring forward 30 minutes. I think is the way to go.
Angelo,
That's what I was thinking.
You are what we call
I am actually at my first stop. I didn't have to cut you off this time.
you are what we would call a P1. I heard you on
We're gonna
Hammer and
cut you
Nigel
off.
last night. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad you.
that was first time ever.
Yeah, you sounded good.
I feel like you're cheating on us.
No,
See
next
you
to
later.
Hammer, he
No,
looks like
no.
a genius.
Feels like it.
You guys are number one.
Hey!
There we go.
Save
Now
that,
you got
Ethan.
it. All right, you can call back next week.
Yep.
All right, 239-9393. Is there anything else that we wanted
I wanted to
cover?
tell you about. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
so
you
we've,
had
it's,
something.
we're getting mice. People don't like the mice. I don't know why, but people don't like them. I
In
guess
their
because they're
homes.
dirty and they're right. But the scientists out there somewhere, I think it's in Texas, and again, who knows why, they're trying to create a woolly mammoth, right? Because for some reason we think we need to have the woolly in all the research and all the land. We want the woolly mammoth back, according to this scientific group.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that what
And-
Jurassic Park was all about? You're
Exactly.
Trying to
I mean,
recreate
yes.
the dinosaurs.
But I don't know why we spend so much money on this. We don't. But they're gone.
Does Elon Musk know about
I
it?
don't know. It is in Texas. Anyway, so they've gotten so far. They announced this week that they created. This is the first step. They've created woolly mice.
Shut up.
Terry, you know,
No, I'm not kidding you.
sneak this stuff up on
No,
us.
they've created woolly mice.
If you're not on the YouTube channel, she is dead serious about this.
I am.
She's right. She's right.
Allison's always got the
Show me
computer
a
in front of her,
picture.
right? She's looking at it right now. She's looking for it. She'll find it. I'm telling you, it's true. And they're beautiful creatures, mind
cute.
you. They are brown mice with woolly hair. And so this is going to be the future, people.
Yes, I'd like to order a
When
drug
all
test, please.
all the things that are going on, and
All of
we are trying to
They're
create
adorable.
I
the
think they're
woolly
cute.
mammoth, and this is the first step with the woolly
they have
mice.
tusks?
Soon
Do
to
they
be
have
invading
tusks?
Look,
your
yeah.
home. Soon to be invading your home.
But you know what would be cool to get one of the companies we work with get a plush for Christmas. The
woolly mice.
The woolly
The
mice.
woolly mouse.
You know what the newest
You know
thing
what? You
is?
should.
Speaking of
really
woolly, for
cool.
Easter, the new thing are these motorized bunny rabbits. Have you seen them? They're robotic. They
No.
look so real. Do a search on motorized robotic bunny rabbits for Easter. You know, for $25, you get a little bunny rabbit that doesn't take food or
Yeah, but it's
My point being, I don't understand why so much money is going into bringing back the woolly mammoth. I don't think we're ready for something like
well,
that.
it's
Who
all
is,
genetic studies is what it is.
who is paying for that?
The Texas, it's a private company, I think, a private.
Colossal Biosciences,
Yeah.
American Biotech and Engineering.
But is
company.
there an in game here?
The
Like
woolly mammoth is the end game.
No, but I mean, was
They
the
also want
You haven't been listening, Pat.
no? I have, but what the woolly mammoth was it? Like
What do you mean?
eradicated some maybe
It
like
was an elephant, you know. It's just
it helped
Giant.
it helped cull the deer herd.
Oh, you mean it was there a
There a
purpose?
purpose, yeah.
Everything has a purpose, but I just don't think we want that back.
No, I don't think so.
They also are trying to get
It would definitely save the state fairs, though.
You know what?
that the
That's the
bearded
thing
lady,
is
you know.
that we'll bring them back and then we'll complain that they're here all the time.
Yeah,
We will, and we'll be talking about in the future how to eradicate the woolly mammoth.
woolly mammoth spray.
And then there's going to be an animal shelter for
You know,
woolly
that's-
mammoths.
That's a good point. What do we bring them back for? So we
That's
can
right.
abuse
They'll
them?
be, I don't know that they'll become pets. I think they're going to be just
everyone-
roaming. They grow as big as an elephant, and they have tusks, I remember, and I don't think they're friendly.
I'm going to take him in the store and
Really
I'll go,
dear.
"This is a rescue.
It's
This is
my emotional
It's a
support woolly
rescue
mammoth.
We don't have enough room for the animals that are here now. We're so busy building developments.
But Pat's right.
boy.
If he can get it on the
Here we
train
go.
for the Christmas train path,
Their next step is in 2028, they're going to have hybrid woolly mammoth calves.
Yeah, see?
Cows.
But
Which we
So
already kind of
that'll
have
be the
a
next thing.
beautiful woolly cow.
This all started with
already.
Dolly the sheep. Remember when Dolly the sheep got
Yeah,
cloned?
yeah.
This is the downstream.
Doesn't this
effect.
frighten you?
It doesn't frighten me more than it just confuses me. I'd say I'm still more afraid of AI.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Greg, don't take a call.
What are you saying?
Yeah, if I saw you had that look in your eye.
I wanted to take a call.
You had that look in your eye.
I wanted to take a call. I'm in customer service. I got customers waiting.
I know it's about to go green here in a second, isn't it?
There should be a camera on Ethan because he's the most fun to watch.
I know.
He really is. Of all the people in this room,
He used to have a full head of hair.
Dennis joins us on the program.
Hello.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey.
Hello. I am letting you know that in my world right now, it's March 15th, 2025. And the reason being it's 11:31 a.m. I got lippy with my mom last week, and she knocked me in the next week. So
Very funny. Very funny.
All been there.
Yeah.
There's something.
You don't hear that very often.
I know, but that's another thing.
I'm going to knock you into next week if I
Knock
hear
you
that
into
coming
next-
out of your mouth
Yeah.
again.
That was before FAFO.
And do you remember what's that?
I can't say on air.
So do you remember the
Fool around and you'll find
hit
out.
me so hard, I'm going to make your head spin.
Yeah.
It's been right.
Right. So when I was little, I thought my mom was yelling, "I'm going to make your head swim." And I always pictured my head swimming.
Bobbling in like a
Just
pool.
like just my head.
Wow. And you took
And I
this
think-
call
You should have
had your hearing
just to
check
drive
early.
Ethan crazy.
I just think this is why I'm in radio. I just
There's a lot.
Mom, you're going to hit me so hard my head's going to swim?
For the woolly mammoth, Ethan, you know, the Serengeti.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Have you ever, when you're at your computer and you start sliding around your phone to be the mouse?
Oh, yeah. What I hate is when I've got earbuds in and I'm listening to something on my phone or on having a phone conversation, and then the earbuds connect to the computer. So it's, they both have Bluetooth.
Yep.
And you know some of the scales that are out there now? Sugar.
What happened, hon?
She has a curling iron and I just put my hand on it. No, don't touch me.
That's to keep you on your side.
Oh, my God. That got my attention. That's like putting it on a hot
They're
muffler.
very hot.
This is like the best thing that happened to me today.
I know. I'm so
What
sorry.
were we talking?
Well,
We're
it
crafty.
doesn't really matter now, but we're going to talk. We're going to talk to Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hey, how are you guys today?
We're doing good.
I just wanted to let Terry know that after they create the woolly mammoth, they probably don't have to worry about getting stepped on by them because last I looked, we don't have elephants running around Avon and Plainfield, Indianapolis, and Noblesville. So they'll probably be housed in places that are not close where we are.
That's probably true.
Joe, what our screen says,
They're probably
Ethan
not gonna let 'em
Ethan
out
is
in the
sort of
wild.
challenged in hearing, and it says Terry Mammoth. It doesn't say hairy mammoth. It says or woolly mammoth. It says Terry Mammoth.
That's
No, he
variety.
wanted to talk to Terry
You know, I
about
think-
the man.
I think I knew that.
Thank you for clarifying because you're right. They probably would not let them out into the wild like
What
a
if-
guinea pig.
Oh, just like on Jurassic Park.
Well, true.
They weren't going to let them out.
So we're really doing it for profit.
Well, no, I did want to say as well, though, that they're not really making, like Jurassic Park, the woolly mammoth. They're just taking regular elephants and making them hairy. And what that does, it lets them figure out which genes control hair better, so they might be able to use the technology to cure things like alopecia, people who have problems with no hair in their body and things like that. So
Joe?
it's good genetic research that does have some use.
Wow, Joe.
And I thought it was
that
just
is
for
really
emotional
good,
support
Joe.
animals.
That's really, really good information. I did not know. All I was thinking that we just could not, we didn't have enough land for them.
I'm thinking about Rob Kendall. Rob Kendall wouldn't have had to have that surgery. He could just get a transplant of a woolly
Well,
mammoth
that's
gene.
really interesting. Okay. Hey, Joe, thank you.
Ethan, could you just tell me what you're talking
Have a
about?
wonderful day.
You
Hey,
too.
thanks.
Thank you.
Can you just tell me what is it?
I texted you.
Oh, you texted my phone.
Yep.
So he's pointing his phone. So I look at first the YouTube, and I'm seeing all of the listeners watching, and they're talking among themselves, going, "Man, I wish Hammer and Nigel were back. Where's
Are they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Where's Tony Katz? That's what they're saying." And then I thought, then I have a call screener, and he can put messages there. And I look over there. It's like, no, it's on my phone. So let me just see what he
What does it
said
say?
here.
We were talking earlier about knocking you into next week. Kathleen just said, I'll give you something to cry about. Remember that one?
Remember that one.
We'll give you something
Sure
to cry
do.
about.
Yep. Okay, Ethan says, run this all the way till 10:45.
All right,
Faber B is going to call in at 10:45. Okay.
You got 3 minutes, Pat.
Got it. All right, so up next we have Cousin Eddie joining us. Hey, Cousin Eddie.
Good morning. How you doing today?
We're doing swell.
Great. I just wanted to call in and encourage all the listeners and everybody in the city of Indianapolis to go to your hardware stores because they're easy to get in, easy to get out. Everything is neat and clean. It's a good visit. And you also support all the local charities in the neighborhoods. And so I encourage all the shoppers to go get expert advice and enjoy a visit at Sullivan Hardware.
There you go. Now, Cousin Eddie, if you turn the script over, you'll see the taglines for the addresses.
You didn't pay me.
I know. You know what? That's very nice of you to say that.
Yes, it is. I enjoy every time I go. Every store, it's always a good visit.
Oh man, thank you very much. I appreciate
and then
that.
One more shout out to the passing of Gene Hackman, and we appreciate you would put out a shout out for his making really Indiana on the map.
Absolutely. That was great.
They did get the coroner's report, and it looked like his wife died first.
Just a
Kind of crazy. Just
it's
unfortunate.
the coincidences of all that. It's really
Alzheimer's,
weird.
and it probably
she had
he
this
just
weird
didn't know. Understand
virus that is carried by rodents.
Hantavirus. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's what it is. You're
Yeah.
right. It's carried by rodents.
That's yeah, by rodents. I was just going to say that comes from those woolly mammoth mice.
Yes, the woolly mammoth mice. And then what we didn't know, or I didn't know, that he was suffering from Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was just kind of
He just didn't
probably
understand.
wandering around the house
Yeah.
for 9 days, and then he finally passed
Poor
away.
guy.
So,
Pretty sad.
but yeah, I'm glad they.
But he
they
did,
figured that out.
and Cousin Eddie's right. He did put Indiana on the map during Hoosiers.
Sure did. Little Knightstown surely did for us, for that little town.
Read to the kids in the library. Didn't you say you read to the kids in
He
the
read to
library?
the kids in the library. He rode bikes with the kids when he wasn't needed on set. It's pretty cool.
It is a cool story. Okay, now Ethan. So you told me to take it to 10:45, but I already see
this is a
that
logical break.
George is already on the line. So do I take a call or do I
George
take
Faber?
George?
George Faber from Purdue power forward history.
I think we can just attribute to how great Faber's B is.
That's
They're
right.
here early and ready to go.
Yep, always ready to go.
Look at that.
George, let's talk about the team.
Well,
That was a
that
struggle
four-game
last
losing-
night.
I'm sorry?
I said that game was a struggle last night.
Yeah, absolutely. That 4-game losing streak didn't help them at all. So hopefully they'll be able to get some momentum going into the tournament, conference tournament, and then hopefully in the NCAA. So, yep, it's always an up and down. You never know.
Do you ever get a chance to go and talk to the team and kind of, relate windows and stuff to a good defense or, kind of chalk talk with them?
No, they only have good players come back and talk, and so
Yeah, that's funny. George, I'm trying to remember when you played in the NC2A in the Final Four, you had to guard some monster. Who was it you were guarding in that game?
well, I was guarding Jabbar at the time at Lou Alcindor.
Yeah.
And Denny,
held-
don't worry, he won't remember my name.
That's all right. The old joke is you only held him to 52 points. It was a
that's
big
right.
game. That's right.
That's right, yeah. Well, boy, isn't it that beautiful time of the year? Sun's starting to come out, spring, crocuses, and I'll bet there's a number of your listeners that are looking at that screen porch and back and thinking, boy, wouldn't it have been nice in Thanksgiving and Christmas and through the winter to be able to go out there on that porch. And we do our special screen rooms to dream rooms. And a lot of people that want to close in the room, and maybe they have a deck out back off the screen room and maybe a pool in back. And what we are able to do is close the room in. You already have the roof and the foundation, so it's real cost effective. And then we can also put in our bifold doors, which are just open the whole entire opening. Anybody that wants to see those can go up
to Pat's place on Allisonville there and in the events center, and we've got 3 of those doors up there that are that I think, Pat, you're saying they really work great.
Oh my gosh, they're great. We have two 16-foot openings, I believe, and then a 12-foot, something like that. And when it's a beautiful day and we're having an event, we just fold them all back, and it's just like all right there.
It brings the outside in, and the Marvin product that we carry, the Infinity by Marvin, is an awesome product. They have a lifetime warranty, which none of the national manufacturers have. They have a lifetime warranty on the product, and we have a lifetime warranty on our installation. And everyone is familiar with, you want, whether it's plumbing or heating or construction, you decide you want something, and then the people show up to do the work, and some beat-up truck shows up in front of your house, and somebody gets out that you'd really rather not let in your home. All of our people that we have, for the most part, are all employees and of the company on installation. And, we've probably seen our trucks and trailers around town. You're not going to have somebody pull up in a 1947 Ford. And quality of installation is always really critical, in addition to the quality of the product. And we've stood behind it for 40 years and 80,000 customers that we've worked for in the state of Indiana. Right now, we've got a promo on for 18 months, no payments, no interest, no down payment. So if you got a project on windows or the screen room to dream room, or we also do baths, give us a call, and we'll be glad to come out and give you a price on it.
There you go. The number 800-233-0169. That's 800-233-0169 or bwindow.com. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Pat.
Hi, Denny.
How's it going, buddy?
Good. Hi, Allison. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Hey, Ethan.
Hey.
How come you sound so down in the dumps?
It's getting to the 3rd hour. I think he's losing steam.
I'm excited.
He's reading his phone. He's getting some bad news.
No. I was watching the news this morning, and I don't know when they make new terms up for stuff if it's supposed to make it better. But, those...
Like when they shorten things or just give things a...
Well, no, they're talking about the guys that all got bad drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And
here downtown.
They were our unhoused neighbors.
I heard the chief say that. I had never heard that term before.
Kind of a new terminology we're using now.
Does that make it better for them?
I don't think so.
Or are they still homeless?
They still without a home.
They're unhoused.
Yeah.
I just thought that...
Yeah, it is interesting how that's changed because...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's this corporate stuff. Do you remember the show that we did?
They used to call them euphemisms. I don't know what they call them now. They just call them new words.
We did a show where we answered everyone's questions in corporate buzzwords. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of
did.
lot of backfill.
We're going to
a lot of circle back.
Right.
Yep.
Get some inside baseball.
Yeah.
I'm going to change your paradigm. Your paradigm's all mixed up.
Hey, if you don't get that basement, that crawl space dried out, you're going to be unhoused.
You could be unhoused.
Well, no, not that bad, buddy.
He's unhoused. That was so weird.
Well, it's supposed to be a kinder word.
A kinder, gentler nation.
I don't
Remember
know.
that?
If I'm homeless, I'm homeless.
Right.
And it just seemed like it would fit better on a banner. Help these people. They're homeless.
I know.
Unhoused.
I know.
Do we give them money? They're unhoused.
I don't.
Maybe it's because home is where the heart is. So they're saying they do have a
Allison
home.
threw a zinger on that one.
But they do not have a physical
So if you're
house.
homeless,
you don't have a home within yourself.
I don't.
What are you talking about?
I feel like I'm spiraling. I was trying to make sense of it. I don't know.
No, there's no way to make good of this.
You should have just stopped.
Chief.
I should have just turned my
I like
I
the
gotta
chief.
go.
I
That's
like
what
the
you
chief
do.
too, by the way.
You like what?
Chief
I
Bailey?
like the chief.
Yeah.
Oh,
great.
I like him too.
Yeah.
Anybody who's doing a job that I don't want, I like.
Yeah.
Do you want to be the chief of police?
No.
No.
We have Corey joining us on the program. Hi, Corey.
Hey, Hey, how's it going?
It's going good.
So I just moved into a property, the acre and a half, and it came with a roller. When is the correct time to roll my grass?
It came with a roller.
That's kind of funny.
Not the 420 rollers that you guys were talking about earlier.
Yeah, fat boys. Hey, well, was that a part of the purchase agreement? You must leave the roller for the new homeowner?
No, I just found it out back along with like a dethatcher and an aerator, the blood type.
I'm going to let Pat handle this because he's the one who has to deal with the downstream
So
effects.
you want to hold on to the aerator because that's useful. The roller is actually damaging to your lawn because it compacts your lawn. I mean, the thought that a roller with water in it could compress, and smooth out a lawn that's not right. I mean, it's just not going to work. So what it actually does is compress the soil, which is a negative. So the only time you would use that roller would be if you had a lot of moles and you wanted to help, you could push down the mole runs to make it a little safer to walk around.
I'm not even going to say that. No.
But the roller, no. So as Dick Crum used to say, if you want to get some exercise, use the roller. Just don't put any water in it. So no rolling, no raking. We've got to watch our time. We're almost out of time. But the core aerification is a good deal. If your aerator just has spikes that pushes down, same thing, that can compact the lawn. You want an aerator that pulls the that pulls a plug out. And I'm apologize, Corey. We are up against it here, just with 10 seconds left. But back in the day, rolling was a big deal, but. No rolling. Planting new grass seed, you can use a roller for that. Hour number 3 is coming up, 93 WIBC. Said.
What
of the many things that I say to you that's driven you out?
Oh, no, it wasn't you.
Oh, okay.
It's...
What did Denny say?
No.
Because that's the other obvious choice.
No.
It's because of Doge.
Right.
Now that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
But yeah, it was time to move on. But
so a new pasture.
Yes,
no,
exactly.
That's not right. Pasture's where you go.
That's where
to
you
die.
find out the
pasture.
Woolly mammoth stuff.
But yeah, so
greener fields.
Yeah, or greener pastures.
Pastures.
Oh,
well, with that.
But yeah, so it's definitely hard because obviously like I've been here for about 4 years now, so it's like
Have you really?
Yeah, I have.
Wow.
So it's weird to think about not coming back on Monday, but that is where we are.
You can always call in and do crosstalk anytime.
That's what I said. When I texted Pat about this, I was like, I can call in on Saturday mornings.
Yeah. What are we going to do with the extra time now?
Right.
You're bailing out.
Right. And we were like right on the verge of getting a sponsor.
I know.
So I need to just
shot that deal.
Right. So I just need to call in and continue.
Well, we're going to miss you.
But thank you. I am definitely appreciative to all of you guys and to everyone who has
good luck
dealt with my newscasts over the last few years.
You're very sweet. I'm sure that you'll land someplace wonderful and you'll find your dream job. But you're a teacher.
I was,
but
I was on a temporary license because I didn't go to school for education. And so I may, if I do that again, I'd have to get another temporary or.
So because your background was actually in prison guard.
Oh yeah. So I've said this many times. I have said this many times that it's like my dream to work in the correction system, and I think I would be really good at it.
Well, I certainly prepared you
I
for
want
that.
to work in a prison library.
Wow.
I think that would be so fun.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Wow, that is amazing.
I don't know why I want to do this.
I just
it's job chandy for it.
A quick search. There appears there's 427 jobs available in the library in just the north side.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's definitely a viable option.
Okay, well,
you take care of yourself and stay out of trouble.
Have you ever thought about a job counselor?
Well,
all right, you're here for the new news, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's I'm acting like we're never going to see you, but 31 years, news people come and go. Here I am. It makes me sad every time.
I mean,
and
hopefully it's more heartbreaking with me specifically.
It is. I get teary with the people leaving. The person that's still here is Denny. It's Talk about a bad penny.
All right.
I mean,
then.
Denny has endured your criticisms for
21 years.
I'm trying to help him. Thank you, Sasha.
Thank you.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Power tools. Power tools.
Hey, good morning. Hour number 3 of Saturday's Home and Garden program. Brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. We got a couple special guests in studio. We also have JMV joining us on the program. And it just so happens that our special guest, Dan Nix. Is that still your first name, Dan?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Hasn't changed.
Is your mic on? Hit that on button. Is that on?
Both on.
There you
Both
go.
are on. Here we go.
Yeah, it's still my
They
name.
definitely was not on, Ethan.
It's all right. And we've got the lovely Grace, too.
Grace, we're going to check to find out how their relationship is coming along. But right now we have John joining us. Hello, John.
Hello, my friends. How are we doing today?
It's a good day, Johnny. It's a good day.
We're doing good.
It is a good day because we're on the verge of hitting temperatures that we have not seen consistently since when? October? We're all excited. We should be excited about that.
I'm very excited. Now,
That's exciting. He's in retail.
couple things here. Question of the day would be daylight saving time or daylight savings time if you want to kind of tick people off, the English teachers. Daylight saving time, yes or no, John?
As far as wanting it or pronouncing
do you like it or are you an old fogey?
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care?
Should I care? Yeah, the only thing I don't like is I don't like coming out of work. I don't like going to work. Well, check that. I don't like coming out of work when it's dark.
Well, then
Like,
you're
I'd
going
rather come
to
out when it's
like
light,
it.
so.
Yeah.
Well, that's
what Allison
that's
said.
what you get with daylight saving time.
Yeah, I don't know. Should I care? Should it matter?
It sounds like you like it, quite honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never really thought about it.
Wow.
Right? The time stays the same. We still have.
John, he's doing a Jedi mind trick on you.
No, but you're.
No, these aren't the drones we're looking for. Yeah, you know.
Ah.
You see?
I was trying to sift through why he asked this.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
because it's that weekend, John. You need to
Here's
spring forward
I was going to
tomorrow.
ask a much different question of the day.
Okay.
Were you guys fans of the television show Sanford and Son?
Oh, yes. My goodness.
Did you guys turn the channel when Grady came on?
No, not
I'm
really.
not a fan of Grady.
I did like Aunt Esther. I thought that she was awesome.
You know,
Esther was great.
I may have, but to turn the TV, you had to get up.
See, that was
You
the
had to get
thing.
up and go turn it.
I was not a big fan of Grady ever.
Grady
So I
was
don't know why.
he
Maybe
was
I
the
should've-
house husband that he was wasn't he an uncle or was he a cousin that he came in and he became a cook?
he was a friend. Then obviously when Red Fox left the show, he took over kind of Red Fox's role. And they tried to, much like they did with All in the Family, tried to roll it into the Sanford Arms.
Right.
People would come and stay there, and that didn't work. But no, Red Fox was so hilarious. I still think today he doesn't get the due that he should as a comedian.
My dad had Red Fox records in the 50s and 60s, and he was blue as blue could be. I mean, he went areas that nobody went to at that time, and I was surprised. I heard my dad playing them one, and I thought, I bet I wasn't supposed to hear that.
Hey, John.
Yes?
Hey, our guest Dan wants to ask you a question.
Okay, Dan, go ahead.
Dan, Pat just put him on the spot. Why you do that?
Wait,
to
you
the-
don't have a question? I thought you listened to John all the time.
Why are the Colts so bad?
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay, we don't have that much time.
So bad. They have made bad decisions, and with those bad decisions, with personnel that doesn't work together and win together, they have not had results. And it has been awful. Did you guys see the speaking of which, Dan, thanks for leading us down this path. Do you see what Jim Irsay sent out on social media about how the years or what we have seen here recently especially are unacceptable, and it's time to win, and they're going to start winning? I was curious if you saw that yesterday, because it seems like we hear this every year. And at some point, it would be great if when they talk, they would actually follow up with some of the stuff they're doing, or they're telling us they're going to do. You know what I mean?
The same guy that said
like
we would win
year after year.
Isn't that the same guy that said we would win 2 Super Bowls by now?
Yeah.
Yeah. In business, we call that marketing without performance.
Yeah, that's a good way to put that, Denny. I just like to me, we're at a point right now. It's not like the AFC South has been tough or anything like that. They haven't won an AFC title since 2014, and that's all anybody really right now is asking for. There's a lot of questions going into this season. I think unless you're going to make a splash in free agency, which by the way begins basically on Monday with what they call legalized tampering, then I would remain quiet. I would remain quiet until I showed some signs that things are changing instead of opening up and proclaiming things that you never live up to.
You know, this year was the first year since the Colts came that I did not attend a game.
You gave your tickets away for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just never, it's like, seemed like a...
No, and listen, I give the fans and the advertisers a great deal of credit.
They've really hung in there
around through all of this. The advertisers spent a lot of money, and you believe in it. I mean, at some point, and especially doing the same old thing over and over. And listen, I like these guys. They are, but you just have to tell it like it is. As much as I like these guys, this hasn't worked. And at some point, you got to stop yapping, and you got to start showing signs of doing what you've talked about for so many years. So I just found that kind of interesting.
Nice job,
yesterday.
Dan. You really got JME on one.
I'm getting got me a little worked
now
up here.
Now you worked him up, and he's like, he's going to go get some more cottage cheese and tuna.
John, I tried to call last week, call into the show. And I'm going to try again tonight. Your phones were flat out on. I mean, I couldn't get through from about 7 o'clock to about 9 o'clock. And I finally went to bed. I thought you had enough.
It is nonstop, Denny. And in fact, tonight I was thinking about doing an hour because I mentioned the weather coming in, and we're all excited about that, warmer temperatures. A little yacht rock.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a little yachty later on tonight.
Yeah, throw your lower jaw out when you say it. Yacht rock?
Mr. Howell, Thurston Howell III.
That's right.
Yep. Gilligan's Island. Right, like that. So,
well, I'll be listening, and I will try to call in because I still want to hear this one song, and I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Oh, well, I cannot wait to put you on the air with that request. So, hey, the two people, Dan and somebody else in the studio.
The lovely Grace.
Yeah, Grace. Yeah.
Grace.
TLG, the lovely Grace.
Yep, they
awesome.
They were here. They were when I was emceeing an event, and we had a guest cancel right in the middle of the event, and I just mentioned that someone needed to come in and fill in to take that spot. So Dan came up at the end. I did not know his name at the time, and said, "Hey, I want to do that." So they showed up, and Denny goes, "Who's your guest?" It's like, I don't know.
It was raw, unbranded radio is what it was, Johnny.
And luckily it worked out. Yep.
Well, that's why you guys are so great, because it's completely original.
Because completely insane. Only Sullivan would do something like that.
Yeah. Hey, are you still losing weight, or you have now kind of
I am
stopped
down
the weight lift?
75 pounds.
When are you going to stop,
I just
brother?
can't believe
when are you,
that you could...
Are you going to overdo it here? Or are you going to...
I'm at 183, and I plan to get to 172, but I don't know if I'm going to get. I may stop at 177, 176. I don't know why, but I just
dude, if you get any smaller,
it's getting difficult. But I'm trying now. I'm lifting now. I'm trying to. Because we're going to have a shirtless summer of 2025. I'm trying to. I've been lifting and stuff, so we're going to start
with the shots. They do say you lose a little bit of muscle mass.
Do you have saggy boobs right now?
Quit it.
I do not. No, I'm in really good shape, Pat. I could go shirtless right now if you want.
Well, okay. Well, have you had to buy new clothes yet?
Yes, I do. Because I don't have enough 90s clothes left over.
Dude, you could.
So I have to. Yeah, I bought. I'm in 32 waist jeans, I don't know if I've ever been in 32 waist jeans, so that's pretty cool. But no, this is all work. But now the next step is maintaining.
That's right.
And then kind of reshaping.
John, I've got some 32 waist jeans. That's what I wear. So I'll save them up for you.
Yeah, I bet that's what John wants.
I'm jealous of
dad
your
jeans.
waistline,
They're not
Denny.
dad
That's why I'm doing
jeans.
this.
I got skinny boy jeans. John, you need to leave.
No.
I'm about to whoop on
Listen,
Pat.
John, what about you could be, I mean, you lose much more weight. You could stand on the street corner and people will give you money. You know.
That's funny.
No.
Just an idea.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
I was doing it for health reasons and such, but I'll tell you, I play basketball 4 or 5 days a week. Again, I have always, but it's just kind of different. I feel great. And if anybody out there ever thought about doing it and wants some solid advice, and I'm right here for you, because it's not just taking a shot and like sitting back and doing what you normally do. Like I modified my diet. It's almost like an actor's role, right? You when you're doing a role and you work on your body to look a little bit different, and that's kind of what I've done with my modified diet.
What's the company that helps you out?
Premier Weight Loss. That is Thomas Hilbert, and we're going to be doing a live show there.
Oh, they named the Circle Theater after him.
Next month. Yeah, next month. And it really does work. Like I said, I do the shot, and I have for the last 6 months, the shot once a week. But it also takes a little bit more. If you really want the results, it takes a little bit more because you have to change some bad habits. And hopefully once you're done and you get to your goal, you maintain the good habits, and that's going to be my next step with that. But no, blood pressure is perfect. Like there's something called visceral fat. Have you guys ever heard of that? Visceral fat?
Yes, sir.
I fried. Oh, that's the like
It
you
sounds
deep fry it.
Yeah.
No. It's a layer of
between
fat.
your-
It's
the fat
subcutaneous.
between your organs.
That's
It's
right.
Really,
Oh,
it causes
that
big time
fat.
problems. So,
Yeah.
and I've gone from 35% body fat down to 13% body fat right now.
There you go. I tell you what,
really good.
we got to go. But if I come out to the remote, will you hit me in the rear with a shot?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay,
and
great.
If anybody in your audience ever wants to talk, just give them my number and I'll talk with them about it, because it does work, and you'll feel a lot better than you do right now if that's the tact or the path you want to take.
There you go, John. Great hearing from you tonight on B105.7. It's the JMV Takeover, Monday through Friday on the Fan. We are coming back with our special guests, Dan and Grace. A love story. That's next, 93 WIBC. Wow. New from Taylor Swift. It's called...
Are they going to play this at your wedding?
It's called Dan and Grace.
Ethan is really an expert with digging up good music through artificial intelligence, and he did this last time they were in studio. It really is a pretty good song.
I'm crying. That's hilarious.
Did it say my pants were so tight?
I swear I didn't put that part in.
Yeah.
I didn't. That was AI
no,
generated.
the band so tight.
The band.
Band.
So tight.
So Dan and Grace are here, and they are making their second appearance. Dan is in the music business, and they just showed up on the show as our special guests. So, and here they are again.
We're just that entertaining.
You are that entertaining. So, first of all, Grace, I'd like to ask you, you're a music teacher.
Yes.
At St. Pius X, which is where I went to school.
Yep.
Where my children went to school, where my grandchildren go to school. Still the same building, by the way, Washington Township, in case you're wondering. So, you're involved, like last night they had Stations of the Cross, and were you involved in the music on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you're involved in Easter and music. So, what will happen since Easter is on April 20th, along with National Pot Day?
Right.
How does that skew the music that you will pick?
Thankfully,
knowing that it's National Marijuana Day.
Thankfully, I don't have anything to do with that part.
Okay.
I just run the music at the school, and then we have like a parish music director. That
Okay, yeah.
She takes care of that for.
Yeah.
She takes care of that.
Yeah.
It's going to be more relaxed music.
Yeah. It's going to
Kinda
be a
laid
lot
back.
chiller.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Laid back. Yeah.
You're going to have
Yeah.
snacks afterwards, too.
Yeah.
Monsignor Shadle said it may be like a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if over at the church, if you want to do me a favor, go ahead and unplug that organ. All right.
Okay.
Would like to blow that thing up.
Well, Danny Nix is
and because I go a lot of times 8 o'clock,
Sure.
they always think if you're old that you like organ.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's like
it's very traditional.
can't get too much organ.
Yeah.
Dan, you've been involved with the music on what I'm going to call the volunteer end, but what's going on in the music scene in Indianapolis right now?
Well, it's great. It's a great opportunity to be on this radio show to be able to talk about some music events going on in Indianapolis, because I feel like there's nothing really around Indy that does that or promotes music around here, right?
Well, Pat and I are big fans,
The scene.
We want music in general?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pat and I are in a band
We want to know
together.
about the scene.
You didn't know Pat played the banjo?
No, cowbell.
No idea.
All cowbell.
Cowbell, but banjo
You do any
too.
concerts?
Oh, yeah.
Live concerts?
Yeah, at Christmas a lot. Cowbell.
We always need more cowbell.
Oh, absolutely.
Well played there, Grace. Well played.
But it's great to come on every once in a while and talk about what's coming up specifically this week. Yeah, the scene. There's a couple venues around Indy, specifically like the Jazz Kitchen hosts a lot of events.
Beth and I, we were looking for live music. And I said to her, it's like, we've got to go to the Jazz Kitchen.
No one ever talks about the Slippery Noodle, the oldest blues bar, the oldest bar actually in Indiana.
And possibly the world.
Possibly the world, yeah. And they host, they have 2 stages there, and they have music every day of the
Do you
week.
ever get to play there?
Yeah, I do.
Do you ever get to, are you in the back room?
It depends on the day. Sometimes it's the front stage, sometimes it's the back.
So what's the difference between this? Is it just 2 different places, or do they?
It's just 2 different places.
It's not like, the people that can actually carry a tune are up here, and
no, it's not like the
up
JV
and comers.
club.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Okay.
Equal.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Then there's places like the Chatterbox, which actually tonight, my friend Zach Finnegan will be playing there with his quartet. Zach Finnegan. We went to college together.
Wait a minute.
He's a trumpet player.
Finish it. He owes me money. Whenever Pat does that, he goes, Pat Finnegan. Okay.
But the cool thing about him was 2 years ago, he was on the Europe tour with Michael Bublé.
Oh.
He got into that. He plays in my group sometimes, so he'll be a good guy to
What
go see
instrument?
tonight.
Now, you're a saxophonist. What does he play?
He plays the trumpet.
The trumpet.
Yeah, he's based in Chicago right now, and he's visiting Indianapolis, so that's fun. Another place, the Palladium, right? Tonight there's a progressive rock band playing at the Palladium, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And then if you want non-jazz things, maybe you like other music, which would not be me. You could go to...
All right, Grace, go ahead and tell us where those are.
I'm thinking Emerson, Lake and Palmer. They're from the 70s. I mean, that's my age group. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, that's actually when you were just starting to hit middle age.
But there's places, I believe Grace's coworker owns the Mousetrap. Is that right?
Yeah, the Quartos.
Oh, yeah, they're a St. Pius family, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right. And tonight at the Mousetrap, they have some DJs. Park Breezy, Feel, and TF
Park Breezy?
Mars. Yes.
He owes me money.
He owes me money. See, I told you, Grace. That's always how he finishes it.
Then there are other places like Whiskey Business. Tonight they're having Ned Hustler, which is a rock and country band.
Do you know where that is?
Whiskey Business is in Pendleton.
Okay, it's like whiskey, like
whiskey, yeah, like the alcoholic drink, right?
Elmer Fudd, whiskey.
That's too old for me.
It's Whiskey Business.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey Business.
Yeah.
Okay.
Britain Tavern.
You can look that up later.
90 Proof, that's a country band, and the Rathskeller tonight is Brian Goins, and that's all just today.
All right, so what are your plans for St. Patty's Day? So is that something, do you work? You have any gigs on St. Patty's Day?
Usually.
With the Dan Nix Band?
Usually. I don't think we're doing anything this year, but in prior years we've performed at, like Carmel does a bunch of St. Patrick's Day things, Broad Ripple, everything else.
So, all right, last question.
Yeah, Ethan's. You notice Ethan over here? He's not swatting flies.
Will
He's
you?
Trying to get Pat's to
what about you and Grace personally? Will you go out? Now we have a big St. Patty's Day at the hardware store. It's, it's
Why are you
Father
looking
Glenn's.
at me like that?
It's Father Glenn's St. Patty's Day party. That's on Saturday. So we have Boogie Nights is playing, along with the pipers and the Irish dancers. But on St. Patty's Day, so will you guys go out? I mean, are you you look Irish? Stop looking at her. Dan?
I think he's insinuating that I'm the one who's supposed to make the plans.
Oh.
I see.
Oh,
This relationship is farther along than I thought.
Oh.
Good. Hey, before we go to a break, we do owe Dan one thing, and today's his birthday, so we have to sing.
Oh, that's right.
You
It
ready?
is his birthday. Ready?
Today is your birthday, or so
Older
I've
than
been told. What a wonderful feeling, just one more year old. On a cake there'll be candles all lighted for you. And the whole world will be singing. Happy birthday to you.
I'm actually not older for another 9 hours, so.
Oh,
9 hours.
Happy birthday.
Another 9 hours.
So,
It's still today, though, Roscoe.
So how old are you, Dan?
I'm 30 right now at this moment.
You're 30.
Okay, he's got this thing where he's like, my birthday doesn't actually happen until the moment I was born at 9:14 p.m.
Yeah, hold on to that, pal. You just hold
good
on
luck
to that.
with that, man.
Just
I hope
keep
that works for
grasping
you.
with straws. Once you guys have kids running around the house. Oh, is that too far again?
No.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Next time you come in here, I hope you are betrothed. Okay? You've got one assignment. Don't screw it up. All right?
I'd like to remind the listeners of this program it's been 50 days, 60 days.
It's a whirlwind. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And there they go. Little of the song. Bring that up, Ethan. Bring that up. It's the Dan and Grace song. It's a love story. Hey, thanks for coming by, guys.
Hey, thanks.
We're coming right back. Craft Corner's coming up next, 93 WIBC.
Glitter, stickers, buttons, and beads, doodles and doodads, you gotta see. We're gonna have a crafty-rific time.
Here we are. That is what you have waited for how many hours since we started at 9 a.m. It is time now for Craft Corner with Terry Stacy and Allison Lemons.
Hi, everybody. If you want to watch it, go to our Facebook page, Home and Garden, Indiana. And if you are, make sure you turn your radio down because it will be very distracting.
And you can also watch it on our YouTube channel.
That's right. And then you can see Denny filming us. It's kind of like behind the scenes.
Oh, that is cool. You know what? It'll be interesting to see how that looks.
Okay, so we're crafting. Here's what we got today for you, ladies and gentlemen. This is a craft that Allison found, and so Allison is going to take you through it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
So it's actually very easy. We're just going to need four things. I don't know. 3 or 4 things. So what you're going to do is you're going to have, what are these candles called?
Tapered candles.
You can get these at the dollar store. Walmart
for
usually have them for like
$1,
99 cents.
Got them cheap.
And then just some cheap napkins that you like. We got some Easter colored ones with little bunnies and carrots on them. And then you're going to need some parchment paper or like the cookie baking sheet stuff. You use when you make like chocolate chip cookies and stuff.
Yeah, parchment paper.
Parchment paper, yes. And
listen, you don't want to use wax paper. Wax paper, no. You can't. You just can't. If you only got wax paper and you think they're the same, they're not for this craft.
No, and they're
Parchment
bad
paper
for
only.
the sea turtles.
They're bad for the sea turtles.
The sea
and guess what else?
turtles, yep.
They're bad for your flat iron because
And
you're going to
that's the
need your
last
flat
thing.
iron. Okay? This is my crafting flat iron.
And you need to be very careful
Which
with that
burned
as well.
Denny earlier, and I'm so sorry. Denny, show him your finger.
Not
See?
that finger. No, I'm just
Wasn't it bad? He got a blister. So anyway, go ahead.
All right, so we are going to take our candle, and we are going, no, we'll take the napkins first. We'll take the napkins first.
Okay.
And you're going to, I'm very prepared. You're going to take the napkins, and then you're going to pull them apart because there's this, like, 2 layers to the napkins usually, and I'm going to have you do that because I bite my fingernails, and I can't do that.
Okay, so here it is.
So we're going to undo it.
Did it like this, and I pulled it apart. So you've
Perfect.
got your thin white layer, and then you have a thinner printed kind of a pack. Can you see that, Denny? It's made it real thin. Okay, there you go. There's your napkin.
All right, so we got the napkin. Next, we're going to take the candle, and we're going to just wrap the napkin around the candle.
Yes, you're going to wrap the candle. There you go. With your napkin. That's
Just a
good
couple.
enough. Just a couple. So it's going to...
Yeah, you don't need to overlayer it a lot. And then you're just going to kind of trim off the excess.
Trim it off like this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Trim it. Not doing it
And again, you don't have to overlap the napkin because it's actually better if it's just a thin layer.
Now,
over
are
the
you
candle.
supposed to cut it like with a real choppy cut?
No, but I didn't have a good angle.
Okay. I thought that was part of the craft.
It's
like a
whatever
real
you
rough
want. It's
cut.
an artistic choice.
I couldn't have a very
Anyway.
good angle. I was like cutting off.
It's great. And then we're going to take our... Is that a box cutter?
This is what he keeps
And
in
you
his
just threw
pants
it.
all the time.
Yep.
He keeps box cutters in his pants.
And you guys think I'm dangerous.
So you'd cut that, right?
Yes, so we cut that, and then next we're going to take our parchment paper.
Just a little bit.
Just a smidge of it. And we're going to, again, wrap it up over the napkin and the candle.
Real tight. You
Really
need to,
tight.
This particular part, real tight. You want the napkin to be wrapped very tightly around that candle.
You want to make it tight?
You want to make it tight.
Real
You want to
tight.
make it real tight.
Okay.
And then you're going to take the box cutter.
Take your box cutter that
Or
your friend just
scissors.
threw at you.
Oh, other way.
Oh.
I don't really use these very often. There we go. Okay.
Perfect. Wow, that really works.
I love these. Will you get me some of these for
Sure.
Christmas?
Yeah. A box knife? Sure.
Okay.
Write
With your
that down.
logo on it.
Allison, right? Oh.
Maybe your face etched on it.
Yeah. Oh, I could do that.
That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
we can do that.
Okay.
All right, and then the last and kind of scariest part of most is you're going to take your straightener and you're going to kind of put the heat over the
very quickly
candle. And what
Just
that's doing
very
is it's just melting the napkin onto the candle wax.
I'm not a rocket scientist, but it seems like it would melt the candle as well.
Well, if you do it for a half hour, but we're just
Okay.
doing it for just a little bit.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oops. Oh, wait. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. And then when you take it off, ladies and gentlemen, that is what you're going to have. The napkin then will be melted onto the
Look
candle, on the
at
taper
that.
candle.
Isn't that kind of cool?
And you could do any kind. They're really kind of cool. Now, you do want to move fast because you can see where I've made mistakes, where I've stayed too long with my hot iron right on some of the candle parts. So you got to move it fast and furious or it will melt it in too many places.
But yeah, that's kind of fun, and that's it.
And Mr. Rogers did not show us this when he took us to the candle factory.
Oh,
He did
no?
not show us this part.
Oh, what
No.
a disappointment. We've taken a step, the next step, I should say.
Yes, you did.
And done something very arty with it. Do you like it?
Do you like it?
You know what? Again, I think it would be a great lesson for young children and make them learn how to use a hot iron.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Very quickly, moving it gently and quickly.
And once you start
Gently
smelling
and
burning
quickly.
hair, you
Gently
remove it.
and
and
down
quickly.
and up and down. and
Yours doesn't
down
seem
and
like
up
it's glowing.
and
It
up
looks like
and
it's going
down
to.
and
I don't
down
think it's
and
going to
up
work.
And up and down.
Whoa.
It's not going to work.
Take it off.
It's
Oh, it
going to look
did.
like this.
magic.
It's going to be melted onto the candle.
Wow.
Do you love it?
I think they're fun.
It is fun.
Allison liked it,
Good
and
crap.
I
You
like
can
it
pick
too.
whatever napkins you want. It's really cheap and easy. And if you mess up, who cares?
Yeah.
It's gonna light up anyway.
And then you can you can do special ones for Easter.
Right.
Your
like
Easter
this one.
candles, and
Right.
like if you get the right paper, what is that? Parchment paper.
Parchment paper.
Yeah, you can get an Easter egg and a doobie, like on the same one.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
here we go with 420.
Yeah.
420.
Someone's got to do it.
Here we go.
Celebrate responsibly.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. Thanks for
There it
watching.
is, Craft Corner.
That was it. Quick and easy.
See you later.
Let's see. We had Mary Jo said that is clever. Carol from Fisher says love the candle. Kathleen says hi everyone. Simple yet creative.
Yes,
I
very
have
much so.
I have spring fever. I put
I know, I do
pansies
too.
out.
Uh-oh, was that okay?
Oh, that's a question. Can I put pansies out? We'll talk about that when we come back. Creative idea. Courtney was there. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you, Courtney.
Susan, happy Saturday. And Beverly. So thank you all for watching. We're coming right back with more 93 WIBC. All right. We only have about a minute and a half here because Denny went way too long in that last segment. Deborah joins us on the show. Hi, Deborah.
Oh, golly, only a minute and a half. You guys can't talk.
Oh.
Okay, number one, the TP restaurant. I miss it.
I miss it too.
Yeah, okay, number two, Pat, lock up your spray raid killers and stuff. That's what they were putting on that fake stuff where everybody had that mass toxic thing.
Oh, that's right. Good point.
Atomic clocks. Mine never sets properly. It may take 3 to 5 minutes on one site or up to 5 nights on another site because the microwaves have to get here from Colorado.
So this is a laundry list.
Oh, Lord. 20
Okay,
seconds.
When you said your head will spin, when I was a kid, my dad came in and said, all right, which one of you did it? There was 8 of us kids. Nobody.
All right, you hold that thought. We'll put you right back on, but we've got to go. Hour number 4 is coming up next, 93 WIBC.
I'm Daria Albinger. Fox News, the Department of Homeland Security wants to know why two employees provided information to the news media about the Trump administration.
Happening March 15th and 16th at the State Fairgrounds. The event will include a guest-built Lego interactive city, a place to play with Legos, and 50 displays. It's 12:04. Here's your forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine is expected this weekend. High temperatures in the mid-40s for today. Tonight, dropping into the lower 30s. And for Sunday, sunny skies, highs in the mid-50s. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Ryan Morse for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Sasha Nixon, extending a heartfelt thank you to everyone who has listened to me on WIBC over these last 4 years, on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Okay.
Yep.
This is it.
It is.
Do you have any words of wisdom of your 4 years here at WIBC?
I don't know if I have words of wisdom in general, but
or the experience in general.
I guess I would just say that, like many of the jobs that I've had, this one was very different from what I expected on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the younger version of myself would have been really stressed out about that because change is just hard in general.
Sure.
But I'm actually really grateful for that because I've met a lot of people through this that I know I will continue to be friends with and who have really supported me in different ways. And it's been a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I thought it would be very much a super silent desk job where
Sure.
none of us were ever speaking to one another. And that's kind of how it looked when I first interviewed here. And then when I actually came in for my first week of work, it was completely chaotic and everybody talking and interacting.
And smelly.
That is
Remember
also
how
true.
smelly it is? You'll never forget that smell.
Yeah, it does have a particular odor.
It's the carpet.
It could be.
Yeah.
I think the carpet is only one factor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a locker room.
It is. It is. But it was I was just shocked because I feel like everyone was really trying to be so professional when I very first interviewed. And then once I actually got there, I was oh, we just kind of hang out while we're at work, which is cool.
Yeah.
It is funny when there's the new person comes in, they're always okay.
You know that thing about
don't
you
let her know
being
we're a bunch of idiots.
My younger self, Brad Paisley did that song, A Letter to Me, about he was 36 or whatever, and he was writing back to himself when he was 18 and all the things he'd want to tell himself. But think about that, how not vulnerable, but how venerable she has become in 4 years at WIBC.
I know. And you know what? Our start really was we would coax you in here with kolaches.
Yeah,
that's true.
And then we kind of got to know you through kolaches.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Food,
know.
it brings everybody together.
It
That
does.
is true. That is true.
It does. Well,
good luck, girl.
We wish you the
Thank you.
very, very best.
do.
Yeah, it has been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
You know the Irish goodbye, we don't look at you.
No.
Okay.
We don't, no, we
No.
don't. You don't look at
No.
somebody as they go over the horizon.
Yeah, I
Here's
do
to
understand that,
those-
but I will probably pop back in the room before I leave. So
I think that'd be okay.
We
It's
just won't look
okay.
at you.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't be upset.
The
if we
Irish
don't.
goodbye.
The Irish goodbye.
All right. Thank you, Sasha.
thank you.
Thank you, Sasha.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools, power tools, power tools.
So,
Yeah, you just
hour
rub them
number
in the
4
wall and think of all
of Saturday's Home and Garden Program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. So, when I put Deborah back on the air,
Oh, that's right. She was on number 3.
what is the chances that she's still talking?
Oh, she only had 10, right?
Lord.
So, ready? One,
It had to do with discipline of 8 kids when her dad said
That's
so.
right.
Okay. Now I've got tears running down my cheek and love in my heart for Sasha.
Oh, I know. I'm going to miss
Okay.
Sasha.
I've been listening to you guys since 4th grade, and I'm 73 years old. Well,
Wow.
to WIBC.
So you were the class of 1969?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
First graduated class at John Marshall High School, and I played Cinderella in our musical.
Did the slippers fit?
Okay, I'm going to back up just a tad bit on my list. Before the discipline thing, my mom had, and we were not Catholic, had 8 of us children in 9 1/4 years. A set
Wow.
of twins.
You would have been welcome.
Wow.
She had a very good sense of humor. Over Christmas, Terry asked, what kind of Christmas gift did you want and didn't get?
Yes.
Well, I wanted granny boots back in the 60s.
Granny boots?
Yeah, they were disco boots. Or they were dance boots.
Well, I opened my Christmas present, and my mom had a pair of antique old lady boots laying in there. And
That's a sense of humor.
I absolutely loved them.
Good job.
That's cool.
Good job.
Love it.
I just did the math. Your mom spent over 7 years pregnant for 9 years. 7 of the 9
Yeah.
years she was pregnant. Wow.
Yeah, a set of twins. She went to the doctor, and she says, "Oh no, I'm going to have twins." And he says, "No, you're going to have another big one," because the son before that was 15 pounds.
Oh,
wow!
And the twins were 7 1/4 pounds each. And you're just going to have another big one.
How big was your mom?
I'm
sorry.
Just 5'4".
There you go.
whatever.
See, it's these little bitty women that have these great big babies.
God bless them.
Well, I was the first one, and I was 2 pounds 6 ounces. I was 2 months premature. So
Yeah, she was just getting
Everybody
warmed
has to
up.
get
All
this.
right, so what did the discipline thing?
Okay. When my dad came in one day and herded us all in my room and said, "Somebody did it." I don't recall what it was. I don't even know if I knew. "Which one of you did it?" Nobody said that they did it. "I'll be back in 15 minutes, and you tell me who you did it, or you're all going to get it."
Oh,
wow.
I'm a very, very fair-minded person. He came back, nobody said it. My brain went, 8 kids gonna get it. One of them did it. I'm one. That leaves 6 other ones who are unjustly gonna get punished.
Well,
I
was
said,
it you?
No.
No.
But
She took
but
the
I took
rap.
the blame. Yes. And he ushered everybody else out and said, "I know it wasn't you. Why'd you say so?" And I told him my reasoning. He said, "Okay, start yelling and hit the pillow."
Oh, that's a good man. That is a good man.
That's a great story.
That's a good lady,
I
too.
think, let's see, Granny Boots TP,
But you got,
microwave.
wait a minute. You're working off a
Colorado.
3x5
list.
card? Oh, my gosh.
I wrote them all down. I bet how some of these I've had written down for weeks. And as far as Easter, I know what the new song in church is going to be. It's not "He is risen, He is high."
Boy. That's the
I
Easter
love you guys.
420.
All right. Well, you be careful. You're a special
yeah,
person
you
to
just
take
made
the
our
heat for your
morning.
family. Man, oh, man.
Thank you, Deborah.
Love you guys.
All right.
What a great.
We love you too.
What a great father. Knew that she was copping the plea there.
Yeah.
And then played along with it. I would have been yelling my head off, acting like I was going to die. I bet she did a good job with that.
Okay.
I love that she had a list. Like
I know.
for the last 2 months.
And she's been, yeah, because she went back to Christmas.
Yeah. I love it. That's a great idea. I hope
pretty
she calls
cool.
back in another 3 months and then has another list for
Yeah.
us. If you're listening, please do that, Deborah.
I've been going through some of my mom's old stuff. Mom turned 95 on Thursday. And so I promised her I'd go through this box. In this box, I found an old, like a copper tin plate of my sister's birth certificate.
Oh,
And before they
wow.
had the colorized paper and
Yeah.
colorized ink, they would do it as a black negative. And there's my sister from back in 1953. And Mom had kept that all these years. But I don't know how Sue got her passport, because you have to have a modern one. But Anyway, going through some of that old stuff and remembering your folks, and Mom was always a disciplinarian.
She's gonna
in my
have
family.
people have to have that stuff now for the new license when you go to get your
Driver's license. You got to get that
you
star.
got to get
in
the
the
star in the corner, and if you're been married,
I mean, haven't you
gotta
had to have that for a while now, hadn't
Well,
you?
The
it was
deadline's
voluntary.
coming up.
It was voluntary.
Yeah, but
Now it's
didn't you need
mandatory.
it to fly?
You do
It was
beginning
voluntary.
April.
Well, it's not voluntary if you're flying.
Well, yes, it is.
It is?
Yeah. It was just a form of ID, but you couldn't use it if it didn't have a star. You had to use your passport or something else.
Oh. So if you didn't have a passport, then it wasn't voluntary.
Then it wasn't voluntary.
Hey, Jeff joins us on the program. Hi, Jeff.
Hey there. I got a question for the girls.
Okay.
Love the craft corner.
Thank
I was
you.
wondering if I come up with a stupid idea. You guys may like it or not.
There are no stupid ideas on this show.
There are. There are
Not on
some
this
really
show.
stupid ideas.
Nope. You go right ahead and tell us.
Go for it, Jeff.
Well, here it is. Okay, I had an aunt that was really good at crafts, and no matter what you gave her for a pine cone or whatever, your Christmas always ended up being something. So I had bought down in Nashville this old Griswold skillet from the 1800s.
Ooh.
I gave that skillet, and we got it back, and she had painted on the bottom of it the scene of a log cabin, like the real 1800s thing, the tumbleweed, everything.
That's pretty cool.
You know, that hangs in our kitchen. My wife loved it so much. It hangs in her kitchen and has for 30 years.
Oh,
so
that's
here's
pretty
my
cool.
idea. It's got to be hard sometimes for the girls to come up to do something for Craft Corner.
Yeah.
So I was thinking if our callers could call in and we would give you just anything around the house, like pie pan.
I
coffee
love
pan.
it.
Now listen, and anything, ribbon, and something, and challenge you to come up with the next week or two.
That's it.
Something that you can do with that craft that would actually, from the suggestion of one of our callers, you actually created something.
This is
I was
fantastic.
Is that a stupid idea?
No, it is the best idea
There
I've
are
heard
no stupid
in
ideas.
weeks.
Put
and
that
I love
candle
it.
down. You're
and
dangerous.
So Jeff, give me an idea. Give us one, and we'll do it for next weekend. Give us a craft item. Give us something that you want me to craft with.
Fish hooks.
Ooh, I can do that.
Well,
necklaces.
let's go with pine cone. Let's invent it. Find a pine cone and see if you can't find something that you can make it, whether it's a tree ornament or whatever that you can do with a pine cone.
Pine cone, got it, Jeff.
And fish hooks.
Pine cone and fish hooks. Okay, I got it. I'll do
I
it.
knew something was going to come out of this. I know.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, I
Challenge
think it was
accepted.
cool. Do it once a month, and then that way, we can really. And I love what you guys do with it. Yeah, I'm masculine and everything, but I still love the craft corner thing.
You
for you
are
girls.
an angel. Jeff, thank you. Next week is dedicated to you. Pine cones and fish hooks. We will come up with a craft. I
She'll
want to do it
forget,
every
Jeff.
week. I will
She'll
not.
forget. She will
It's
not.
like taking a note.
She's gonna forget.
Somebody
She wrote it down.
Somebody in the YouTube chat wants to call it craft collar roulette. That sounds kind of good.
Craft collar roulette.
Hammer and I did do a collar roulette, so it would be the same thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, collar roulette is old as time. Collar roulette was just a normal part of the day in the old days.
Because we didn't
if somebody
screen
called,
them.
you
just
talked to
pick it
them.
up. That's right.
You never screened it or anything. It was just
It always makes me nervous.
I know it does. How come?
Because the idea of collar roulette is you just usually producers will talk to you, ask you what you want to talk about, kind of make sure that it's not a crazy person.
Which is really a crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. But for collar roulette, you don't do any of that. You just say, what's your name?
Right.
So remember our collar roulette with Jake Query? Jake was opening his mouth about soccer. He was saying, he said, the only reason kids play soccer is because they're not good enough to play football.
Oh, no.
So the lines just go crazy.
There's a 20-second delay, and you could just see the fuse lit as it was coming.
So
in.
I just pick up a line. I say, WIBC, you're on the air. How do I get the number to get this Jake Query fired?
Yeah.
And then his dad called him and told him to shut up.
Oh, I don't remember that part, but yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Shake.
Oh, the very best. 239-9393. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
Random order.
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back. That just got the get up in Denny.
Yeah, he perked up.
It's a good song.
239-9393. Coming up is just three things.
1, 2, 3. Easy as ABC.
But right now, we have a very special guest.
Ethan is the
Ethan's
best.
just be
I'm telling you,
popping
the
over there.
camera should be on Ethan all the time.
All the time.
What's the matter? What are you waiting on?
A caller. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
we know who this is.
Is it? Could it be?
Could it be?
Could it be?
It's Macho
The
Mike.
one, the only.
Macho Mike Sullivan.
Macho Mike.
Macho
First things
Mike.
first. I've got my arm around Angel. Say hi, Angel.
Hi, Angel.
She worked at both ears.
I bet she did. She goes,
Looking
who's the old
forward to
man
being
talking to now?
God bless you all. Looking forward to being with you for Egg Fest later on.
Oh, yeah,
God bless
absolutely.
Lent, and all the churches and men of God and women. Of course, Lady of the Lords, I go to there in St. Matthews. Last night I was at Southport United Methodist Church. They had a dance party for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight I'm going to a chili cook-off, St. Thomas Episcopal Church.
So did you perform the dance while you were
I
there?
said if they did YMCA, I'd come, and that was the first song.
Wow. They wanted to get you out of there.
Yeah, and also I'm keeping busy with high school basketball. As long as I'm able to keep it going, I've got a birthday coming up next Thursday, and I'm keeping going and everything. Bless you guys, and you guys are so special.
That's
and,
what my mom always said to me.
And I think it's neat. Terry mentioned Angel a while ago, so here we are. And keep Teresa in your prayers. She'll be gone 6 years next month, and
oh boy,
I'm keeping going with everything. It's funny following JMV, Dan and Grace, and Deb and everybody, and like I say, YMCA, Christ is the answer, and I told my cousin you still like the shirt she gave you.
Oh, that's great.
You guys are all special, and look forward to being with you coming up. And it's a beautiful day. We got to get this world situation together, but it's a beautiful day.
Oh, we'll get it together.
We did something today a lot of people didn't do. We woke up.
That's right.
Oh, that's
Sure
a
did.
that's a great outlook.
It's a pretty low bar, Mike.
Well,
Oh, but yet a bar.
bless you all and take care. And like I say, not before. I'll see you in August, and keep in touch and everything. You made Angels Day, and oh my goodness, there's something on my calendar every year. A lot of things I do. Egg Fest will always be there.
There you go. Everybody say goodbye, Angel.
Goodbye,
Angel.
She wiggled her ears again. Bye-bye.
See you, Mike. Good to talk to you.
Thank you, Mike. He's so great. Hey, he mentioned chili cook-off. Isn't it fish time? Isn't Lent the time of fish?
Yeah.
Are there any fish fries going on? You know I love a good fish fry.
I know you do.
Catholic
It used to
churches
be
always
that-
do the best ones.
It used to be that you guys couldn't eat meat from the beginning of Lent, Ash Wednesday, all the way to Easter, but now it's just on Fridays?
Just on Fridays, Ash Wednesday. So, for example, yesterday, because I was fasting, I had a...
Whoa.
Were you really fasting, or are you making
Why
that
are
up?
you fasting?
It's part
It
of
was
them.
Friday. Friday during Lent.
You fast? Oh, no, I thought you eat fish on Friday.
Well, that's true. It's part of fasting, you know. I went to the restaurant and I got just a very simple bowl of rice with a lovely sauce and vegetables and these butterflied shrimp.
So that's your...
So that's fasting?
So that's fasting.
Yeah, it's fasting.
So really the only thing you don't do is you don't eat meat on a Friday, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just anything else but meat.
Yeah.
Because meat is...
It's the devil.
You know that there
It's
are
a symbol of the devil.
There are
And
high
what
school.
verse is that?
Yeah.
There are high school juniors all over Central Indiana taking
really-
their SATs right now, and I wonder how you did on your SATs.
I got about 700.
On which
both.
one? Oh, on both.
Yeah.
I think you get 600 for just putting your name on the paper.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I wish I was
So,
bad though.
anyways, if you want to know something about Catholics, you need to ask a convert, okay?
Because
I agree. My sister and brother are both converts. They both
didn't
married
know.
Yeah.
Catholics. They know more about it than
I
they
was
do.
like 3.
I also have the list of fish fries if Terry would like to know.
I'd like to know.
A list of what?
The
Is there
fish
anything
fries
today?
around.
Oh, fish fries.
No, they're on Fridays, which makes sense.
Yep.
So Christ
You
the
know
King.
what? You're like a speed Googler. You know what? You really are. You could be in Google competition.
I don't think
you can
so,
search
but-
something as soon as something comes out of your mouth, you're like, boom, I got it. Google search. You're so fast and good. There's got to be a competition.
Oh, well, thanks. Christ
So you
the
found
King,
us some.
Christ the King Catholic Church.
When?
On Fridays.
All Fridays.
So March 7th and the 21st. Starts at 5:30.
Where's Christ the
that?
King?
That's at Kessler and
and
right by
Keystone.
Chatard.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
The Kingers, as we like to say.
Yeah, the Kingers. They've got a good festival every
Yeah, they
summer.
do.
Big one.
Yep.
Holy Name of Jesus on North 17th Ave in Beech Grove.
I
Beech
don't
Grove.
know that one, but they've got one when?
They have one on Fridays as well. It looks like this is a Friday thing.
Every Friday.
Every
They've got a
Friday.
fish fry.
Yeah.
Friday during Lent.
Because now we know, Pat has explained that meat is the devil.
The devil.
So you just eat the
That's
fish.
the work of Satan.
Knights of Columbus. We
Knights
know
of
that
Columbus,
Which
sure.
one? Which nights?
one. The one on Keystone.
Keystone?
North side.
Holy Spirit Parish at Geist.
Geist, oh, yep. That's Lafayette Diocese.
Little.
Is that the rich one?
Yeah, that's where they
They
divided
bet-
the line. I remember
They
that.
get the better fish.
I bet. right out of the guys.
They get the
Yeah, Indy
northern,
Star has the
northern
whole
pike.
list if you guys want to. If
Yeah.
anyone's interested.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holy Spirit, they fly the fish in fresh from the
Geist.
Gulf of America.
Oh, from the Gulf of America.
Wow.
Do you see how he picked that up? I'm impressed with Sullivan. Every once in a while, the blind hog finds an acorn. That was really
Okay.
good. Well, it's about time for the
on this
Michaelis,
list
folks.
as well
Yeah.
as the MCL restaurant and bakery.
Oh, I love MCL.
They have
Still
a
a fan.
good fried catfish for $8.
Don't want that.
Nope.
You don't want catfish?
You
I don't
gotta
like
eat-
the catfish.
You get
I like
yourself
all
a
the
bone
other
stuck
fish,
right in
but
your throat.
catfish.
Now, do you remember when they had the all-you-can-eat catfish? And
I do.
And they asked
Me
Joe
and Big Joe.
Stasiak not to come back. Yeah. Said,
Wait,
Joe, we
and
can't
I,
do
they
that.
invited Big Joe and I, MCL invited us to come and all eat anything we wanted.
Once.
And we did it once. And
Once.
We never,
And then
because
you
took
never
them
got
up on
another
that. We took
invite.
it up and we ate.
Yeah, because they were afraid that Joe had friends.
Well, what people don't know is Terry's won these eating championships
have.
as many times as Big
Not
Joe
as many,
has.
but I've won
Oh.
one or two.
Dude,
Which foods?
Barbecue.
Oh.
Ribs.
Ribs. I saw her
Really
down
good
on the
at ribs.
circle. She blew the
Hamburgers,
competition away.
Very quick at hamburgers.
I went to a Chinese buffet in Louisville because Will Wolford, remember Will?
I do. Former Colt player.
Colt player,
Good
left,
friend
left
with Big
tackle.
Joe.
Yep. And he had a printing business. I had these printing. So we were down there. We went to a Chinese buffet. Me, Big Joe, and Will Wolford.
Will Wolford.
Dear Lord. Dear Lord.
Did the guy come out and say, no more? No more.
I think it was before we filmed anything. I really
That's like a
watched it.
Homer
It's such a, like,
Simpson
well
episode is
filmed.
what it is.
It's such
Oh
a
my
shame.
gosh. It
I
was
bet
like
it was amazing to see. Not
they just
only the amount, but it's the speed. It's truly about
and
the
I just
speed.
felt
that
so
these-
small.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they started pushing each other in the parking lot, like getting in a shoving match, like over something. It's like,
Oh my
like
gosh.
I'm fearful right now.
Oh, it's funny.
Hey, I did want to mention, last week I mentioned my Pilates instructor, Courtney, that she'd left her plant out. You know, she sprayed it with neem oil for gnats, and then she left it out, but we had a hard frost.
Oh.
And I said, well, it's a goner. Well, she wanted to make sure that I announced that it's fine.
It's fine. The neem oil probably protected it.
Could be.
It could be.
So she wasn't.
Do you remember the year that we had the
I got to
late
keep
freeze?
her happy. She could wrap me into a pretzel.
Absolutely.
Do you remember when we had the late freeze and you had all the
May
plants
27th.
out, and the rain came and all of the ice on top of the leaves were a perfect shape and they were
the
sliding
leaf,
off. Yeah.
We have that
Oh,
video.
I bet that was pretty.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Really
That
cool.
did a
It was
lot
a
of damage.
crazy. It was a crazy
It
time.
was a hard freeze. It
we
wasn't
lost
just
a lot of the
frost.
Japanese maples that year. And it took a long time to get the second leaves out.
Yeah, that was
We were in
It was
studio.
like a Saturday in May.
I was going to say
It
we were in
was.
studio when
'Cause
it
you,
happened.
You came in and you were at the store really early in the morning because you guys were trying to defrost everything.
Yeah, we were sprinkling.
spraying,
We had
yeah.
sprinklers going all night.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare. Okay, 239-9393. We have Zach from. Is that what you want, buddy?
Yeah. He said take a call.
No, we got to talk to Zach Terry.
You scared me.
Okay.
You've scarred me a couple times.
I know, my dude, but you need to chill out
I
a
gotta make
little
sure
bit. All right.
The road's still moving.
You need to go to church on Easter, okay? It's 420. Zach joins us on the program. Hey, Zach.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
What's going on at the Michaelis Corporation this week? Is Richard gone? Is he on vacay?
I believe that was like 2 weeks ago. So no, he's back full fledged.
That's
we
a
had
bummer.
Employee appreciation yesterday, so it was pretty big, and we held it at the new building there on West 16th. So
I was just going to ask. So have you guys fully moved into that now?
No, we plan. It's. I don't want to put a timeline on it, but it's going to be the next couple months, and it's a lot of work to do, and still a lot of work to go. But the building looks great. They've done an amazing job at refurbishing it.
And how far west on 16th is that?
Just right there by the river, I believe. Maybe 5 minutes from the hospital there.
Okay. Very cool.
So it's really not that far away. I was going to bring up the calling, like the crazy person for the roulette, the calling roulette, but I think it's how the show's gone since I've been listening. I think it's backwards that I'm coming into a storm here.
Listener roulette. That's good.
That's very funny.
Hey, Zach, they told us you're going to talk about radon, and I have some questions about radon.
See, you know what, Zach, let me just stop Denny for just a second. What he is showing you now is that he actually reads the emails that we get about what you talk about, because it was every week it's a surprise to me who's even calling.
We notice.
I appreciate it. I need a song as well for whenever I come on, or at least like some kind of like.
Have you got a list? Because you said you need a thong.
No.
No, those sandals.
Sandals.
We're talking about sandals. Yeah.
We'll get you a song next time you're on.
That'd be golden. I could give you a couple ideas.
Be careful what you wish for, son. All right, radon. How many people do you think, or are you estimating, that have radon issues that are just not aware of it?
I don't really know a percentage, but if I had to guess, I'm probably thinking 70-75%.
Oh,
no way.
That's too high. That's high.
A lot of times, I think a lot of times people don't understand how it works in general. It could be through the season as well. Like, when you get the rain, the gases start to come up more, working through the soil. And I don't think people know as much as they think they do.
You're absolutely right. And we used
Where
to measure.
does it come from? I mean, it comes from, what is it coming from?
It's coming from radiological decomposition down below. We call it picocuries per liter, but it would be essentially, everything from uranium.
We had
to
a drink
anything
special at Sully's called Picocurie.
Picocurie.
Yeah, last week.
What's the threshold?
Half
Because people can buy those kits to put in the lower level, but what's the threshold when we need to bring in a professional?
When you're above 4.0, and that's 4.0 is like the United States standard. The WHO World Health Organization is 2.4, and eventually we'll get to that point.
What about Mexico? What's theirs?
That's a good question.
Okay.
Zach, I will tell you this. When we first discovered radon, and we were doing this in the 70s, which was mitigating things we didn't understand, it was 26 picocuries per liter. So you've reduced that by 90%. I mean, the threshold is really, really low now because they've learned so much more about what it does to our lungs.
Yeah, and also, the gas itself, I mean, it is a toxic gas, but it also, what it does is it's attached itself to, like, dust, for example, and you breathe in the dust particles, and that's one of the ways that it's transferred. It's almost like the Black Plague and how it fleas on rats.
Whoa, come on now.
Wow. Zach, how often do you suggest that a homeowner tests for radon?
First off, if it's a new home, if you're buying a new home, it's always going to be tested. It's part of the process now. But I would say if you don't have a mitigation system, maybe 2 years is where I would be at, every 2 years or so.
Okay. That sounds reasonable.
Just to be sure, and definitely if you have elderly or children, because it is the second leading cause to lung cancer. And so, I mean, that's the statistic behind it.
Yeah,
but
that's the when you always hear someone that has lung cancer and they never smoked.
It can be radon.
Yeah,
that's usually where my mindset goes. Is radon, definitely.
Okay.
And there's a pretty sad story out there about a lady that the same scenario and passed away, had 3 kids or so, and it's pretty tragic. So
yeah, do you have any idea what the highest you guys have ever tested?
Down in Nashville, I think I was in the upper 30s. Nashville, Indiana, and I think that's because of the ground underneath as well. It's not like clay. It's that I can't remember off the top of my head what rock that is. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's down there. They don't even install radon systems most of the time down there.
Yeah, well, good information, Zach. That's radon came on the scene in the what was it, Denny?
Mid-70s.
Yeah. God, I remember when we made a killing on those tests. We had a waiting list a mile long for those
the
things.
the vein in your neck starting to swell and pop a little
See
bit.
the dollar sign in my eye?
You're getting kind of excited over there.
Yeah. Hey, Zach, thanks for checking in with us.
I want that song next time, that intro song. I would love it.
I'm going to put you on hold so Ethan can get some ideas from you. The Michaelis Corporation, the number 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Water, storms, fire, and maybe radon. Life happens, Michaelis.
Go on. It's okay.
Get your hands up, everybody.
The sand.
Da, 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 da.
Da, da,
Here
da.
comes the Ethan. Come
There's
on.
Ethan.
Here you go, buddy. Do you see Ethan?
I don't think we're on camera.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are.
Ooh, I wanna take it. I feel my heart.
All right, here we are. Look at the time.
Is it almost over?
It's getting pretty close, Terry.
Yeah.
Hey, what's coming up
Wipe
tomorrow?
those tears, Terry.
What's coming up tomorrow on the first
Oh,
day?
just a bunch of fun stuff.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Daylight saving time. Don't forget to change your clocks.
Savings.
Because you'll miss.
Make sure you say savings.
Say
Say
just
daylight
makes people
savings.
angry. See, that's what
No,
Pat
it makes
does.
people call.
No, it makes people
gotta-
mad because they think
doesn't
you're an
make 'em
imbecile.
mad.
You know they're throwing red at the bull. That's what you're doing.
Daylight savings time.
We're going to talk about that. And you know what's coming up on the 11th of March?
The Ides of March.
No.
That's the 15th.
15th.
I'm glad
it
you
will
know
be
your
the
Latin.
5-year anniversary when it was declared that we were in a pandemic.
Oh, wow.
5 years.
So we're going to check
You're
in
going to
with
love
the
this, and I had turned in my
education
notice
secretary
to the company
about kids.
3 days earlier than that.
We're going to talk to her about the kids now because kids in school, and we
doing
continue
so
to
well.
say, we blame things for COVID. We still continue to blame.
Well,
think about the kids who had to wear masks through
I do.
all their juvenile years. I mean, especially the junior high years.
But some of the stuff, kids are pretty resilient.
I thought
and
they
I
were.
think sometimes that we're using that as an excuse.
I agree.
For poor behavior by people that should know better.
That's why I wanted to check in with her to see give us a grade.
Oh, that's really interesting. And who are you talking to about that?
Department of the secretary, the education secretary.
Oh, so it's
Katie
next
Jenner,
week. Cool.
Dr. Jenner. She's a cool lady.
You know what? Who we have on the program now?
Who?
Fulton.
Hey,
hello guys. How are you?
Good.
Fulton sent me a video of his basketball game that I really
what
enjoyed.
do you guys think of it?
Man, you were on fire.
Wow.
On
I
fire.
I was eventually, so.
Yeah. That's one for the archives.
What else is going on?
Did John tell you about I'm gonna be hearing back from America's Got Talent producers this spring. Did he tell you about that?
No, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be waiting to hear back from America's Got Talent.
Oh, America's Got Talent.
Yep.
So,
Did you sing with your ukulele?
Did you already try out locally, and then you?
I tried out and I did a video on it, and just waiting to this spring to hear back from them.
Okay. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yep.
Are you still playing basketball, or is the season over?
We still have basketball still. We don't have the semifinals until March 22nd.
Okay.
It'll be at the 7th and 8th grade center in Indianapolis. And then on April 5th and 6th, we have the state game in Westfield, the Grand Park. Where the Pacers.
Oh, Grand Park. Yeah, that's a cool place. Okay, so Allison has a question for you that she wanted to ask you.
What song
Go
did you
ahead,
sing?
Allison.
What song did you sing for your audition?
I actually think September by Earth, Wind & Fire.
Oh, that's your best one.
Yes.
And aren't you performing before the
with the band?
With the band or before the band or something like that?
I'm gonna be performing.
When's that?
It will be on July 23rd at White River State Park.
Oh, July
Dude,
23rd.
I've got to get tickets to that.
I know, we've
We
got
love
to
them.
go see you.
Are they?
If not, we'll see a video.
Is Earth, Wind, and Fire? Are they touring with anyone? Do you know?
I'm not sure if they are or not. But I think they might be.
Sometimes they're with Chicago.
Yeah. Allison's
Yeah.
Googling. Here she goes.
Yeah, sometimes they're with Chicago, and it's kind of fun because the black guys show the white guys how to sway and dance. It's really cool, actually, because you got these stiff white guys up
So
there,
good.
and then Earth, Wind, and Fire kind of gives them the grooves, gives them the moves.
Yep.
All right.
You always get the move.
Yep. All right. Tonight, are you going to be calling in JMV's show?
Yes, I am. And it's alphabetical order tonight on the JMV takeover.
What does that mean?
That's the.
It means like like A, B, C songs.
Oh,
or
that. Okay.
They go alphabetical order tonight.
Okay, I got it.
That's
All
the
right.
thing for tonight.
All right, we'll be listening.
And don't forget JMV Takeover, B105.7 on the JMV Takeover, 6 to midnight.
There you go.
He's getting pretty good at that.
He's getting very good. See you, Fulton. All right, we're coming right back. Our number 239-9393. The speed round is next, 93 WIBC. What started with such promise has come crashing down once again.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it is the final segment where we take your calls lickety-split at 239-9393. Speed Round is brought to you by
Adby Thompson Furniture and Mattress out of Columbus, Indiana. Great pricing on Lazy Boy. Indiana-made Smith Brothers Furniture. Mattresses made in Indiana, and the maintenance-free outdoor furniture, too. It's free delivery up to 75 miles, Pat.
Who's ready for the speed round?
Furniture.net.
Go.
Hey, happy Women's Day, you three.
Thank you.
Whoa. Two.
I appreciate it.
It's National Women's Day.
It's
But there's only
International
two
Women's
people
Day.
in here
Uh-huh.
that are women.
You're a wannabe. I mean, look at those eyelashes.
He's a pretty man.
He's a very beautiful man.
Hey,
have you ever seen
I
him
can
naked?
take it from across the table here, but I'm not taking it
It is
next
a
to
sight
you.
to see.
I have not. And you have, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
Do you spend a lot of time seeing each other naked?
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
Whoa,
I mean,
where
he
are you
said
going?
it. He said
a
it.
fair amount. Yeah.
He said he saw you. He said, "Have you ever seen him naked?" And I
Yeah.
said, "No." And I said, "You have?" And he said, "Oh yeah, all the
Oh,
time."
sure. All the time.
Don't.
Yeah. Anna joins us on the program.
Anna, save me, and I'm sorry you had to listen to that.
Hi, Anna.
I'm sorry to break the conversation, but
No, I'm not sorry at all. Please.
we bought cars in May, and I'm wondering if it's too early to use pre-emergent.
Yes.
It is too early. Our target date would be April 15th to the 21st, second to third week.
After you pay your
So
taxes,
if we
you can
get
put it down.
If we get really hot,
Is
and
it not weather related or temperature related?
it is temperature related. So if we start to get really a warm, warm patch of, and then you might want to bring it a little bit early. But if you do it right now, you're going to lose your control when crabgrass continues to germinate into late May and early June.
Okay, so if we get 70-degree weather for a week or so?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to say crabgrass would germinate after 7 days of 70-degree weather. But I don't know if that was true because I was a kid.
That was an interesting childhood.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know about crabgrass when I was a kid. So
You're lucky.
I grew up on a farm.
You had a way better childhood than I did. Dad always talked about crabgrass.
Well, What?
Father Glenn, next Saturday, will be at 71st and Keystone for the Father Glenn St. Patty's Day party to benefit the Seeds of Hope.
It's a great day. We hope you'll come out. We'll be broadcasting from 9 to 1. It really and truly, you're going to have bands there. It's just a great
Gordon
event.
Pipers will be there at 2 different times, 11:30, and you're number one, Ethan. You're number one. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Stop that.
So anyways, I was going to tell you about the meaning of the pansy. The French word comes from a French word, pensée, which means thought. Because when you look into the pansy, they have a face to them.
Oh.
And a thoughtful, delicate flower. And then in the 1920s, it became a little more derogatory as people used the term pansy
That's the
for someone
strongest flower in
being
the
a
world.
coward or weak.
But a pansy is a very strong flower.
It is, because right now the pansies are out and you don't see any petunias around.
That's
you
right.
hear that?
That's right.
You hear that, petunias?
Yep. So pensée, French for thought, or as we like to say here in America, pensée. Hey, listen, Abdul is off. It's Hammer and Nigel's coming up next, 93 WIBC.